peeping out the new season of Fallout 76. Okay, go from here.
Area secure. Remote unlock complete. Have a nice day.
Yeah, they did a shit ton of stuff overhauling activities and everything. I'm kind of happy. Even the new, I should say the old, just regular events, now called activities, drop plans. I kind of want to dismantle that. Oh, I don't have super duper on. Fuck. Like that, but nope. Damn, I didn't get shit from that. I still gotta check out on my perk cards too. Go get her, baby. All I heard is.
Who is a funny?
I'd hope so, baby. He's the burden again, damn. Sup, Stitch Deeks in the chat. Sup with you? You should be in bed. Little fucking sleepy boy. What are you doing up so late?
So they're keeping Mona Lisa, that's our Brahmin, in the large barn in the center. I saw they were loading up the cargo into a few different stashes around too. Gotta figure out how to get in and grab everything we, you can. If you could manage to get your hands on some of my explosives, I bet you could blast those doors open.
Got maintenance coming over in like 5 minutes. Check out your washing machine. Yeah, I guess you gotta be up for that.
Okay, that's all the door. Get back. Yeah, baby. Nice. Grab the goods and bring it back to good old Mona Lisa in the main building.
I don't know why I'm using
Great. Mona Lisa's fully loaded. Let's hit the road and get out of here. What the hell is that thing? It's huge! I can see it from here. Kill it before it, comes this way.
There are so many fucking legendaries dropping now. I wonder why. Oh, Bigfoot spawn again? Oh, he did. Fuck yeah. If you could add a Bigfoot one day, and he has a random chance of spawning at events after you complete the event. And none of my teammates are gonna hook me up. Damn. Yeah, so he drops 4-star items, which is pretty dope. And they rework these little normal events. They're calling activities now, and the drops are so much better from them too. They're actually people are actually going out of their way and doing them before no one fucking did them.
Detected. Activate additional signal sources to initiate extermination protocols.
Yeah, this was such a big quality of life update. It's actually kind of exciting.
All array components engaged. Activating targeting protocols. Please stand by. Attention users. Temperature approaching unsafe levels. Action required.
Temperature.
Users. Jam detected. Mechanical intervention required. Issuing
Repair.
user notice. Signal connection unavailable.
Protocols.
Amplitude boost requested. System orientation complete. Signal broadcast active. Target locked. Immediate evacuation required. Repeat. Please retreat to a safe distance immediately. Orbital strike complete. Elimination of remaining hostile targets. Authorized.
Finally got. So I've been doing these Enclave events so I can try to get a really rare mod for the Enclave plasma gun, because you can't learn the plans for the plasma gun, so you have to get it through random drops, through events or vendors. But I really need a specific one. Right now, I think they updated it to where the vendors update every hour now. I could be wrong, but I know the normal events update every 10 minutes now, which is so nice. They also changed the perk cards around too, so I need to look at that. I need that. Get rid of that. And they changed a lot of these perks too, so a lot of them are actually useful. Yeah, there's 3 vendors that have the mods, or potentially have the mods I'm looking for.
How can I assist you today?
Nope.
Hi there, citizen. Super Duper Mart is where you will find amazing deals on the finest food.
Nada.
Super Duper Mart. Best deals. Super Duper deals. Welcome. Hello.
For the first time in almost 8 years, I found myself
Cute. How much gold bullion do I have? There we go. How much do these weigh now? Ooh, they changed the weight on them. I don't like that. That sucks. Ugh. These are much lighter now. honey baby. There's gotta be an easier way to get here. The fuck? No shot we're gonna do this. Elevator on the outside of the wall. It takes me to where I need to go. So this is definitely not it. Yeah, that's the elevator. Maybe? No. Is it ball 79? Could have swore it was ball 96. Was it this vault? I swear it was the vault down there.
Find your perfect tax expert, whatever your tax situation might be. Hand off your taxes to an expert who gets you with TurboTax Expert Full
Yeah,
Service.
what was this vault? Fuck.
Actor, director, producer, advisor, partner. When you're older, you still got it. People want to know your secret.
Oh, there you are. No, that's not you.
Hey everyone, welcome welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. The brand new Fallout 76 Backwoods update is now live in the game, and here are 5 different things that you should be doing after this update. Now real quick before I share them, if you are brand new to the channel and want to keep up to date with all things Fallout 76, including all the major changes coming in with this brand new update, new fashionette masks, more update information and anything else you can think of and see on the screens right now, then make sure to be subscribed. Alright, so picture this, you've just loaded into the brand new update, download's complete, and the first thing I would definitely recommend you doing, or at least one of them just to kind of keep up to date with everything going on, is open up your Pip-Boy. This has had a whole bunch of new changes, and one really big one that will help you out, especially it'll help me out, like I can't lie, is going to be the perks thing on here. So prior to this update, we didn't have this extra category on the main stats page. You could go along, it would tell you your effects, and you'd have all this stuff here, but it didn't have the perks one. So as you can see now, perks is telling me all of the details which I want to know about what the perks are actually giving me. Like, this gives you an actual kind of visual representation of the bonuses you're getting from all of these, whereas before you'd put it on, you know what the perk would tell you it does, but it wouldn't kind of show you like this. So this is really good. I think it's an awesome change personally. I will be covering this in another video as well, but just in case you missed it, this is the new recipe book as well. So if you haven't heard about this and you're wondering where all of your new recipes and plans are, basically if you open this up right here, this inside, press the open button down, and you will find all of the plans that you've got. So these are all the ones that I've known on me. I actually don't have any ones to read right now, sadly, but yeah, all the known plans are in there. Rather than kind of taking up all the space in your notes section, this should now be a little bit kind of smaller and easier to maintain. Now the next thing on the list is all about your under armor, and you don't want to kind of miss out on the bonuses that you could be getting. Especially with the new season going live, you want to be getting as much XP as possible, and to do this you want to be using the correct under armor because this will give you the bonus of extra XP. Now this is all changed, so as you can see right now, I have the shielded flannel shirt and jeans. Previously, in my opinion, the best one to have because you got the best experience gain from it because you had the most intelligence booster. Now as you can see on here, I actually don't own any styles anymore. These have been completely wiped out, and there is a new way of getting all of these. So this is the kind of unknown bit which we didn't know what was going to happen in this new update. Previously a lot of us did have the different linings available that we owned and all that stuff, which is fine. I still have all of them, so will probably most of you. And as you can see, these have changed a lot as well. Before you only got like 10 kind of, or 15 was the bonus, I think the best one you could get in terms of damage resistances. Now as you can see here, all of them give completely different bonuses, so it's up to you to kind of decide on what you want, which best suits your build. I mean, for me personally right now, I'm just going to go with protective lining. However, before I do that, I'm actually not, because you can now apply this to any single under armor. This is the big change, alright? So if we wanted to go and say craft any under armor right now, you can craft any one of these that you want, and any of them you can then go and stick on. Let's say we go to the Secret Service that I've also got here. You can then change the style, alright? So I'm going to show you real quick to unlock some of these styles. But before I do, basically the styles before was linked to the actual Under Armour itself. So the Secret Service Under Armour was Secret Service. You had Casual, you had Vault, you had all the other different type of ones. And now you can actually buy the mod to change any Under Armour to any style. Hopefully I've explained that quite well. Let's have a quick look at how you actually unlock them now. Alright, so as you can see here, this is the actual page from the patch notes. And you've got the Under Armour mod. So there's the different styles available. Standard is the one that everyone has unlocked by default, as it says there. That'll give you +2 on your charisma, endurance, and your agility. And then you've got all these different styles, which I was mentioning a second ago, which you before would have them linked to the actual type. So Secret Service would obviously have the Secret Service. If you had a Raider kind of Under Armour outfit, you would then have the Raider style. Vault-Tec for your, obviously, your jumpsuits and everything like that. Now as you can see, each one of these styles is all linked to different types of endurance, intelligence, look, all of your special stats that you gain from them, and now the best one to get for our experience is intelligence, whereas previously, correct me if I'm wrong, it was casual. Now casual only gives you +3, whereas this one now gives you +5, and you can get this from the gold bullion vendor over at Foundation. Don't know why they didn't use the name there, but you know, never mind, we'll go and buy that. It should be Samuel, but we'll see just to double check. But as you can see there, if you wanted to pause and have a read through them, or I'll link this down in the comments below, this is how you get them all. So you've got like standard from default. That one is a vault one that we want is from the Gold Bullion vendor at Foundation. Raider style is from Raider events, including Moonshine Jamboree. Gold Bullion vendors at Vault 79 will sell the Secret Service. You can get the Marine type from Atlantic City Quest, the most sensational game, and also the mutated party packs. Enclave events will give you Enclave style. Nuke boss events will give you the casual. Brotherhood of Steel you will get from Brotherhood of Steel events, including Test Your Metal and Line in the Sand. Finally, Civil Engineer style you'll get from the Human Condition quest, which is in the Flooded City. Alright, for anyone that's new to the game and doesn't know where Samuel is, basically spawning right here. You will have had to have started the Wastelanders quest line to do this, because you'll have to unlock gold and etc, etc. But basically you run straight up the path here, keep following the path, and at the back of all of this, right over here, you will see this guy right here. This is Samuel. Trade your gold bullion and he should have, there you go, look at that, Vault Suit Under Armour style. It will cost you 500 gold bullion if you want to pick that up. Alright, now returning back to the Under Armour which I was previously using, I should now have the Vault style unlocked, and as you can see with that, it'll now give me the +5 intelligence. So we're going to craft that. It does cost you quite a bit of ballistic fibre. It also costs you 15 gold and 4 stable cobalt flux. So a little bit of a kind of end game grind there if you're a brand new character or build, because you will need the stable flux, which you can get from collecting it around nuked areas and stuff, or you can then go and complete raids where you also get a kind of given to you from that. But that though now has the protective lining on and the vault style, and as you can see I get a whole bunch of different bonuses now, whereas previously it was pretty kind of rubbish really. It didn't matter which one you put on in terms of damage resistances, only for like the intelligence boost and stuff like that. You'll also notice that even if you switch to a different one like the Secret Service one, which tended to be the kind of better one to have for your damage resistances and stuff previously, it doesn't matter which one you have, they all have the same resistances now depending on the lining that you put on them. Alright, so up at number 3, the next bit on the list is going to be the new monthly axolotl. And to catch this, you're going to want to go to the Toxic Valley region or the Skyline Valley region, right at the very bottom of the map, as you can see down here. Now for the purpose of this one, I am camped right here, which is on the brink of everything, so I pray to God that this classes the Toxic Valley. If it doesn't, I'm going to be really upset, but I guess I'll find out very soon on if I catch axolotl or not. Now a couple tricks of the trade, as long as this works, and I am in the Toxic Valley, although it could very well be the forest, let's be honest. There is a forest right next to me, but we'll find out. Basically use in nuked weather station if you've got one, or try and do it in rain. If you don't have either, all you need to do is either wait for the rain or something, or you could nuke an area and then go fishing in the area that you've nuked, but of course you would then have to fight the radiation. Now in terms of rod, I am just using a Mark III reel with improved bearings and the quantum bobber because it just stands out a little bit better. Nothing too crazy about any of that. You may notice that it doesn't look like I'm in a nuked kind of area. That's because I've turned the setting off. You can do so by going into your settings, go to your display settings. In fact, it's not, it's under your game settings, I believe. And then it should be down here. There you go. So as you can see there, show camp weather on or off. I tend to leave it as off just because it gets a bit dark when you've got the nuked kind of weather station set up. In terms of bait, I would recommend you to use improved bait rather than superb. I would keep your superb for local legends, use your improved for axolotls and any other type of fish that you want to catch. And if you get any common, just drop it, get rid of it because it's a waste of time. There's no chance in hell this is going to be the first one. No, it's not. It's a glowing fish. Dear darling, please be an axolotl. Oh my god, thank the Lord. Jesus Christ, that took a while, guys. I swear to God, I've been fishing for half an hour trying to catch this thing. That was one of the longest pulls I've had to do. Jesus, not in that way, that sounded extremely dodgy. But we got the axolotl, right? Okay, so thank God. Jesus. Alright, look at all of these. Literally, I've been fishing 19 minutes I've been fishing for trying to get this thing, and look how many fish I've got. 2, 5, 10, 6, 11, 13, 23, 26, 28, and then 29 for 10. We got the brand new clear axolotl, the first time it's been available, and we are now literally just a couple of months away from having an axolotl from every single month. So that is it. If you want to catch it, that's where you want to go, Skyline Valley or the Toxic Valley. Now at number 4, the next big thing that you want to be doing is testing out, of course, the new end game kind of boss. Can we call him an end game boss? I feel like we can. It's Bigfoot, alright? Ladies and gentlemen, Bigfoot is now in the game. So literally, you can go to any public event on the map, which now have a new icon, which you may have noticed. And for every public event for the next week until it expires, you're going to be able to have a really high chance of having Bigfoot spawn at the end of the event. Now some public events will not be spawning Bigfoot, and instead they will spawn other guests which you will find along the way, including like Deathclaw Matriarchs, you can get Myla Queens, you can get literally all sorts to kind of make it a bit more exciting, including like a Wendigo Colossus as well, which is pretty mad. And the really cool thing about him is he is a guaranteed 4-star enemy, so it's absolutely brilliant to be kind of grinding out events right now in the game, especially while this is on. It's called the Bigfoot Bash, so definitely get involved and try and grind out some decent 4-stars while this is on. Also, let me know what you think about Bigfoot, because there's a lot of mixed opinions. A lot of people are saying he's a bullet sponge, a lot of people are saying he's just a reskin of a super mutant behemoth and it's all lazy. Let me know exactly what you think down below. I actually love the fact that they've done this to events. I think it's really, really cool. I do think they could have done a bit more in terms of his design, because he does look like the super mutant behemoth, but I think the idea of it and making public events a bit more kind of exciting, because you've got a chance of something spawning at the end, is kind of revamped it. It's a really, really good idea. So whoever came up with that, great idea. Now finally, the last one to round everything off. If you do have Fallout first or considering getting it, the first thing I would definitely recommend you do is claim your 5% score boost. Do this before you do any of your challenges so you don't miss out on any of the boosters, and of course as you go through you will get more. So I don't know off the top of my head which page it's actually on. I've actually probably looked through all this, to be fair. That is really cool. Oh, the hell have I just... Oh, it's a bloody shortcut now to go to your daily challenges. I forgot about that. Right. That's really cool though. Look at this thing. What is that? How do I inspect it? Why? Revitalize yourself by stepping through a healing arch. That's so cool. I need to spend more time looking through the new stuff. I haven't actually done any dailies or anything, as you can see in the top right yet. I literally been to work late last night, come on, started making videos. It's so cool as well. Obsidian. Nice. Oh, there's a lot of cool things out there in this one, I think. This could be really good. There's a score booster right there. It's on page 7 when you get your next 10%. Then you get another 10% later on. Now I'm going to stop getting distracted and I'm going to leave the video there, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is 5 things which I would recommend you to go and do at the start of this brand new season and after this new update. Alright, let me know if there's anything else you think you should be doing, and share it with the community by dropping a comment down below. But for now guys, that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will be uploading a lot of stuff around the new update, so stay tuned. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.
You mastered your mind. And all the while, you were on the train home. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today, just want to talk about what I think are the best gold bullion purchases and why you're going to want this stuff. Let's get into it here. Okay, so just to go over gold bullion very quickly, this will start with the main quest involving the Overseer. I will link a video in the description that will more than help you get on your way to doing the main quest involving the Overseer and the Settlers and Crater. Now, Another thing to point out is that you will get treasury notes from doing public events, specifically ones with the exclamation mark in it. So you're going to want to be doing these as much as you can and going to these gold press machines and trading in your treasury notes. You can trade up to 40 a day to get 400 gold bullion and double if it is that type of weekend. Sometimes they have a gold rush weekend, you can get 800, and these are all over the map, including at Crater and at Foundation. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure you're getting as much gold bullion as possible because you're going to want this stuff probably. Now, also to talk about the reputation, you may have to have a certain reputation level in order to purchase this stuff. I will link a video in the description that will help you get your rep up as fast as possible, and I'll also let you know what your rep needs to be in order to purchase this stuff. Now, let's talk about where you're going to be purchasing this stuff. You will be getting it at Foundation, and you will be getting it at Crater, and you will be getting it at Vault 79 as well. Vault 79 will require you to have completed the main quest, which I was talking about. Again, I will link that video in the description. Also, keep in mind that Minerva is around once a week. I will link another video, or a site in the description, I should say, that'll keep you up to date on when and where Minerva is. And she does sell this stuff at a discount. Now, let's start with Crater and the best plans or whatnot you can get from Crater. Now, just to show you can fast travel inside, but just in case you haven't been over here before and you're looking where to go, this is the door that you're looking for. You will learn all of this as you do the main quest. Again, if you need help with that, the link's in the description. Let's get into the plans for Mortimer here. So for 1250 and a cautious reputation, you can get the ammo converter. Now, this is probably more for beginners, I would say. I wouldn't say even if you're having a problem finding ammo, but it's just really good. It's a really good way to get rid of unwanted ammo. Now, I'm just going to show you here that you can purchase ammo and you can sell ammo for basically ammo points, as you can see there. And a good one that I'm going to show here is, like, let's say, you know, you want to make a bunch of steel spikes, I think they are called, or something like that for the railway rifle. The railway spikes. It's very easy to make it. It's only steel, and you can make a bunch of these and then sell them and then get a bunch of points in order to buy maybe a more expensive ammo. Like I do here, you can see I sell a bunch to get over that 10,000 mark because I know that I can get a certain amount of flamer fuel for the 10,000 points. So basically, it's just a good way to get rid of unwanted ammo. It can be a little bit tedious in this menu, I will admit, but it's definitely worth it if you're trying to get some ammo, especially if you have a bunch of unwanted ammo. You can see here I am getting, I think, 2,000 fuel for 10,000 points. And you can see it really didn't take a lot of railway spikes in order to get those points. And it's just steel. Steel is probably one of the easiest things to get in the game. But of course you can trade whatever you want. I just used that for an example. We have the Derby machine as well. 1250 bullion with a cautious reputation. Not like the most extravagant thing. All it really does is just give you a little bit of extra intelligence. So if you're trying to rank up a little bit quicker, I just feel like this should have been in the video. It's very easy to have at your camp. You just walk up to it, hit it, and you will see you will get a little bit of an intelligence boost. Now, onto the popcorn machine. 1250, cautious reputation as well. Again, not like one of the amazing things that we're going to see a little later on in the video, but it's just very good to have, especially with your daily challenges. Popcorn does count as pre-war food, if you're wondering, and there seems to be always challenges where you have to collect pre-war food or eat pre-war food. The popcorn machine is just awesome for that. Now, on to the military cryo freezer. 1250, cautious reputation. This thing is awesome. It will pretty much make your food last forever. I know if you are switching between vaults and whatnot or camps, it can make your food degrade a bit. But for the most part, it pretty much makes your food last forever. A must camp object, in my opinion. Same thing with the company tea here. 1250, cautious reputation. Man, I don't know what I would do without company tea. Just to show you quickly here, this is me using VATS with it. You can see, like, it just keeps that AP going. That's basically what it's best for, and it even works if you are a carnivore. It works better if you're a herbivore, but still works if you're a carnivore. Definitely an awesome thing to have at your camp. For 1,000 gold bullion and neighborly reputation, we do have the face breaker. Now, this isn't a bad weapon, don't get me wrong, but the reason you would want this weapon is because you can craft a bunch of them in order to learn the Furious effect, the power attack damage and the strength effect as well. But of course, I would think a lot of people are after that Furious effect. If you have Super Duper on, it will help when crafting them as well. And yes, it's fun to punch people in the face with it as well. Onto the Armco ammo machine, 750 Ally. I remember when this came out, I was so excited to get it. It is nothing really that special. It does collect ammo of your choice. Unfortunately, it doesn't collect ultrasight ammo, which would be really cool if it did. But it's just another cool camp object to have at your camp, especially if you're, you know, a bit of a newer player and you need a little extra ammo. Now we have the Cremator, 750 Ally as well. This weapon is an absolute beast. I have to admit, I don't use it a lot, and I just used a regular one for the video here, but look at the damage it's doing just being a regular one. Not to mention you can change the color of the ammo. Very cool weapon, definitely had to have it on the list. At 750, we have the Beast Gauss minigun. Looks like we're not getting a nerf like we were supposed to, so this weapon should still be good after this video. I was a little bit worried about talking about this weapon, but wanted to include it. But recently we heard the buff is not, or sorry, the nerf isn't going to happen, and this still is going to be one of the best weapons in the game, and it's as it should be. It is not exactly easy to get this at Ally Reputation, and just to show you the one that I'm using in the video in case you want to get similar results. Now, on to the Tesla Cannon, 750 Ally, a very fun weapon, and this thing has tons of attachments on it. You can literally play how you want. Myself being a critical build, I just found it's a really good one-shot sniper, really, if you're just taking out medium enemies with like a medium health, I would say. Has no problem one-shotting them in the head. The accuracy seems really good, and the range is really good as well. You can use this weapon a lot different ways, but I just thought I would show me. I am a bit of a crit build, or a sniper build, I guess you would say, and this thing is actually pretty good for that. Absolutely awesome weapon. Highly recommend that you try it. Now, on to Foundation, where we are going to be talking to Samuel for the next set of Gold Bullion plans. So the last was Crater, which was Mortimer. Now we're off to Foundation to meet Samuel, sorry. And I just want to show you exactly where he is. You can fast travel inside the Foundation, but Samuel is outside of Foundation, unlike Mortimer. And sometimes he does like to come over here and play these instruments. So if you can't find him where I'm showing you here, he may be over here, you know, jamming out a little bit. So this is the guy you're looking for, basically. And he has some great plans. Now, this isn't one of the greatest, and I feel like it is a bit expensive, but I did want to mention the brewing vat here for $12.50 at Cautious. It is just one of those things that is really good to get the daily challenges done. There's constant daily challenges asking you to consume alcohol, drink alcohol while you're fishing, those type of things, and you can use this fermentable alcohol. Now, on to the farmable dirt tiles here. 500 friendly reputation. It's just nice to have at your camp, guys, especially if you're a herbivore, or just even if you want to have a garden at your camp. It's just really convenient having these tiles at your camp. There's not always a place, you know, of dirt to put something in. Now, on to the Chinese stealth armor here. 5,650 with a neighborly reputation in order to get this. But if you follow through all the way on the settler quests, you can get this one for free. So keep that in mind if you are doing the main quest. Do not pay this for it. Do all the settler quests, and eventually you will be awarded a free plan. And trust me, you want to get your hands on this. It is a lot of fun, especially if you like sneaking around. You can see it does reduce your detection chance. You do 25% less noise when sneaking, and become invisible while sneaking as well. And where this armor really shines is its radiation resistance. Like, you can go into a nuke zone, no problem with this thing. It's just a nice set of armor. Thought I would show the helmet here as well.
I see the tears
Definitely
coming,
one of the cooler looking things. And yeah, just to show you sneaking around here.
I see them tears.
It's just so much fun with a sniper build. Like, if you play like this, you would probably know that you don't have a lot of enemies chasing you. But this armor is just absolutely awesome for that. You can see it's very easy to get the sneak damage with it. And it's just fun to mess around with the enemies like I'm showing here. Like, this super mutant knew where I was for all of a second, and then he just kind of lost track, and yes. sniped in the head. Awesome, absolutely awesome set of armor. And again, where it really shines is in the nuke zones, ladies and gentlemen. Now, on to the Turbo Fertilizer here. 750 ally reputation. Again, especially if you're a herbivore, this is, or just cooking meals in general, it's just nice to have one of these at your camp. Sometimes they might not cooperate when you put it down. But yes, it's just nice to throw in your garden in case you need to make some more or grab some more vegetables or whatever. You can see basically you can grab them and then just throw another grenade, and you will conveniently have one if you place this in your garden. And then make sure you select it, just throw it, and then you have a bunch more vegetables to farm here. Keep in mind that if you do need more than one and you want to stack a bunch of vegetables or flowers or for whatever reason, I like to stack the flowers actually for making the Black-Eyed Susan Soothin'. So I just want to throw this out there. Not a lot of people may know this, but you can craft these as well. And it's not under grenades, it's actually under science projects. So just in case you missed that, it is here. Now on to the Gauss shotgun. 500 gold bullion. Ally. All these weapons are a lot of fun, guys. I highly recommend them. I would have to say it does maybe, it's kind of an acquired taste, I guess you would say. I feel like you'd either like it or you wouldn't. I don't even know how to explain it. You gotta try these weapons, but they are definitely powerful. They're definitely worth, you know, putting some mods on and running around with them. Especially the Gauss minigun, the Gauss shotgun. I'm gonna get into the Gauss pistol as well. Just awesome weapons. They more than often will get the job done. And I'm not even using one with legendary effects. I just used a regular one here, and you can see I had no problem taking out enemies. So imagine if you dedicated a build and some mods to it. Now, on to allies. 4,000 bullion each for these guys. I do want to say I will link a couple of videos in the description going over my favorite allies, but for the most part, they're not like extremely useful to have. And for 4,000 bullion, I wouldn't just go making this your first purchase. I'm just throwing that out there, but they are definitely useful. On to the Sicilian coffee machine. Now, this was a bit of a tricky one. It is 4,000. You do have to have your reputation ally. You can see how good canned coffee works. This is without canned coffee, and this is with canned coffee. It just makes your AP go through the roof if you want to keep going in those vats. And I do want to say this is bugged currently. It may not work if you purchase it, so you may want to confirm that it is fixed before you purchase it. Now, on to Vault 79, I do want to note that you do not need to have a certain reputation with this. I don't want to spoil anything. If you do the main quest, you will eventually be brought over here, and I will show you the gentleman, which his name is Regs, that you will be talking to in order to purchase these plans. Again, you do not need to have a reputation in order to get this from Regs. You just need to have completed the main quest. Now, starting with the first plan from Regs here, 250 for the Gauss pistol here. Highly underrated, I think. I don't see a lot of people talking about it or even using this. My friend absolutely loves it. Shout out to Wolf. He's always using this. And again, I'm just using a regular one here. And you can see I'm having no problem one-shotting enemies. The range is actually really good here. I did have a little bit of a problem hitting this one enemy here at 41%, but I feel like if that bridge wasn't in the way or those train tracks weren't in the way, I feel like it would have got him no problem. You can see 28% here, 30%. Range was no problem. And again, I was just using a regular one. Highly recommend the Gauss pistol. Now, on to the Secret Service armor. $16.50 just for the helmet, $42.50 for the rest of the armor. Just want to say the helmet doesn't do exactly a lot. I would purchase every other armor piece first if you're going to go that route, and then the helmet if you must have it. And just to show you the armor that I'm using right now, this is what I would use with my build. So if you are using my builds, this is the effects that I would put on it. And I do have to say the Secret Service armor is currently one of the best armors in the game, but it looks like it may be getting more than a little bit of a nerf. So if you are watching this and that nerf does go through, I feel like so far I'm leaning towards the Brotherhood Recon armor. This is maybe the armor I would go for if the Secret Service armor isn't cutting it after the update, and you do get this from the Daily Ops. Now, onto the Plasma Caster. $7.50 for this bad boy. This is probably one of the best gold bullion purchases in my opinion. This weapon is absolutely amazing. We are getting a fully automatic receiver for it soon. It is not currently in the game, but it should be soon. And this thing will just pretty much get everything done. Like, keeping ammo for this thing is an absolute joke. You're going to one-shot pretty much everything, and it's going to give you 10, 15 times that amount of ammo when you're picking it up. So, and it just hits so hard. It's very convenient to use. The reload is maybe a little bit slow, but there's ways around that. You can put, you know, faster reload mods on it or whatnot. But overall, this is probably one of the best guns in the game. Overall, for sure. And this is the one I'm using in the video in case you want to get similar results with the mods or the attachments that I have on it. And onto the Thorn Power Armor here. 4,000 gold bullion. I want to say I'm not overly familiar with this armor. As you can see, it definitely complements a melee type of build. I just haven't put in an honest effort into using this armor. So if you would like to let us know in the comments why this armor is so good, I know it is, and I definitely didn't want to leave it out of this video, as I'm sure some of you would have yelled at me. Now onto the Warglaive, one of the best melee weapons in the game. You cannot buy this for bullion at or from regs, but you can get the plans for it. The mods for it. The plan for this you do get from the daily ops, but you can get it from Minerva. So I thought I would throw it in the video, and it is, like I said, a very fun weapon to use, and I do recommend having the plasma on it. You can see I had no problem taking out those super mutants, and this is just a regular one. Now onto the T65 Power Armor. 1650 bullion for the helmet, and 5250 for the rest of the plans here. And I do want to say, this isn't the best power armor in the game. Like, I would say even the Hellcat is maybe better. I would definitely say the Union is better. But this is a solid power armor. I used the T65 for a long time, and it really did keep me alive. So if you have an excess of gold bullion and you want to give it a try, I would recommend it. But definitely, there are probably some better ones. And if you do combine this power armor with electric absorption, not that this wouldn't work with other power armors, but with the T65, especially it being good with energy resistance, you're pretty much invincible to energy damage with this power armor and that perk. You can see that they can't do anything to my health here. I come out of photo mode here. You can see my health is 90, and it's only going up. And it will actually recharge your fusion cores as well. So not the best power armor, but definitely not the worst either. Definitely worth a try. And yeah, that's pretty much it, everybody. This is my opinion on what I think the best gold bullion plans are. Looking to help out some beginners here. Of course, let us know in the comments if there's anything I missed that you would like to add. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Have a pleasant evening. Pickle, you're undefeated, bro. I don't question that. Love you, man.
could turn that into a flamer.
My man Pickle. Thanks again, buddy. I really do appreciate you. What is up, everybody? Aim, how you doing? B-Boy, Venice, Nick, Josie, Pickle, of course, Andrew, Catnip Trip? Or Cap'n Trip. Now my cat thinks he's getting catnip. Way to go, man. Thanks for coming out, man. Shram, what's up? Nick, how you doing? Okay, let's do this. Any big news that anybody's heard yet that we should know about? Probably just gonna run some raids here, smash through the score a bit. If you didn't watch the Atomic Shop video and you are hopping on, it seems like they really did mess with the settings. So I want to say, if I'm a little quiet or a little out of the ordinary, let me know, give me some feedback. We're probably gonna have to mess with this. I had my game volume around here, the master volume, and I think that makes a big difference. So we might be a little loud, actually. Let's put that there. And yeah, before we run some raids, I kind of wanted to throw some grenades at West Tech just to see how that goes quickly. I'm just waiting for Finders to join us here, and then it will be raid time. But yeah, let's do that. I think I got grenades on me. I do. Have some stuff to scrap too, but let's not worry too much about that right now. And I don't really care for the buffs or whatnot. I'm wondering if this will work too. I never thought about that. Yeah, not really worried about the buffs yet for XP, but I do want an explosive bobblehead because that's going to help with the grenades. And I think that's it. Oh, unyielding armor and low health too. Let's see if I can get away with it at full health. Not that that will matter. Okay, this will just take a second too. Might as well. Malice, what's up, man? I was gonna say, dude, we're probably gonna need one other person to help with the raid, so if you're able to hop in here, man, that's fine with me. Big shout out to Malice, guys. He's gifted memberships all the time. Thank you so much. Shram, Gremlin, Nigel. What's up? How you doing, Nigel? Man, I remember you still drinking that cider. What's up, buddy? Sean Jones and Ren Kovics, if I said that right. Malice hooked you guys up with memberships. Illoy 4. Hopefully I said that right. Been watching since last year when I started playing. I'm now level 175 and I learned a lot from you. Fallout 76 is now my favorite game. That's kind of what happened to me a little bit too, bro. I love this game. It just takes a lot to get into, but it is worth the reward. If you put in the effort, this game is very rewarding. Glitches and, you know, that's how it works aside and whatnot. Gotta say, it's a pretty solid game, obviously. I wouldn't be playing it if it wasn't. Quad, what's up? How you doing? Nice to see you. Quad Vixen in the chat there. And thanks again there. I can't say your name for the $10 super chat, man. I appreciate that. What's up, Glitch? How you doing, Glitch Maverick? Let's get this armor going here. Oh, it's like not even in good shape. And then the armor changes too, like... okay. So I got that on. I could probably just get the Toxic Goo at West Tech. Take the buffs. I did want to try. I should have waited for that one. Oh well, now we'll know. I don't know. I doubt they changed anything. but you never know, right? This is a very good way to run Westec. I think that's all I needed was that explosive bobblehead. Lower my health, make sure we have the grenades ready. One more thing I am forgetting is our friend right here. We gotta bring marshmallows to Westec in order to get this done, if you didn't know that. Sure. Just do that. I'll take them out with the Gatling gun, I don't care. Huh. Probably forgetting something, but let's just head over and see what kind of damage we do. The first run through doesn't really count because they won't be all level 100, so we're gonna have to get through that first. I have not found Bigfoot yet. We're gonna be doing events too. We're basically just gonna be running raids. I don't think we'll get the scoreboard done, but we're probably gonna get a lot of it done. And I probably will have it done by the end of the night eventually. Obviously I'm gonna have to stop and eat before I probably do that, or I would just keep going. But well, you never know, we'll see. But yep, my point is we are gonna be going to doing the events as well. I feel like the game volume is a little high. Am I wrong, everybody? Give me some feedback. Especially now that I'm killing some stuff here. This thing is just an absolute beast. Game feels pretty smooth right now, I have to admit.
You gotta hurry.
Yeah, the thing is with the emotes and whatnot, the emotes, my drop bags, and oh, my survival tent. Every week I do an Atomic Shop video, I use a different account so I'm not missing any new stuff, because if I have everything bought from a bundle, it won't even show me the bundle. That I know of. I wish we could like toggle that on and off or something. Anyway, that's why I hop on that account. But anyway, every time I hop on that account and hop back on, I have to switch all 3 of those. And I have like, I don't even know, 40 emotes, like, gotta click all of those.
Hold out a little longer.
Okay, we gotta be quick here too, because we want to keep the adrenaline going. I think I got adrenaline.
No pressure, but we're all counting on you.
Okay, it shouldn't take much of this. Malice, thanks again for the memberships. Maybe we can do some raids later, dude. I was gonna say, this is basically a drink. Okay. This is kind of buggy.
Not sure how long we can hold them off. Brad, it's definitely getting worse already.
Do I have the grenades selected? I thought I did. Okay, let's see. And switch to this.
Brad, hurry. That picture is fast.
Now, like I said, the first try doesn't really count. Actually, no, that's about right, because I don't have any XP. That's actually really good. I know, I was just thinking that. The game feels extremely smooth right now. I'm on PlayStation 5, though. Like, this is probably how people have been playing on PC for years. Anyway, let's head back out.
Really saved our behinds. Be sure to come on back once we clean things up.
Stab a couple of these guys first. Hiya. I just have to do that. Run! Oh, okay. Well, good to hear on PC it's smoother than this. Because I do this from time to time, and I definitely notice subtle little, like, things that are better. I have to admit. I'm not a big user of the DOS mini, but I've tried the Elder Mark, and it seems more powerful than ever. Although it could be my setup, it could be my armor, the things that have changed. For me, anyway, I'm seeing that it's using a lot more AP, but it's probably just, something I need to fix now. Let's go around the back. The game does feel like extremely smooth right now. I can't. Like, it's not as noticeable when we went from 30 frames to 60 frames per second on console, but it's definitely noticeable. I don't know how to explain it. this thing's just destroying stuff.
Damn, that's a fucking nice event.
Probably from the atomic shop there, Snake. Almost 100% sure the atomic shop is from this. The Gatling gun. The light 'em up paint, I think, or something along those lines, if I'm not mistaken. Those are probably some of the best skins for weapons in the game, is the light 'em up skins. Other than the Screaming Eagle ones for the handmade, which are nice. But the handmade doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot of damage right now. Maybe since this update it will do a little bit more. Test it, you never know what they're doing.
We get you a motorcycle.
Okay, these should be all level 100s
So I won't
now.
beat you in your motorcycle. I took your old one.
Okay.
Okay, well, we two classes, we get
Now, I don't mind using 2 grenades each. I might just get buffs going and come back in here. This thing just obliterates them, it's hilarious. Do I still have this out? Perfect.
I don't need a new one.
I actually had to turn on the throwing arc again too, so again, check those settings, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, yeah, that didn't kill. That's just one grenade. Yeah, this, I can already tell. I don't even need to get buffs going. This is definitely still working just fine. So if you want to run Westec the good old way, still working fine.
Exactly, it's already paid for, baby. Girlfriend, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Well, I'll let you use it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
girlfriend.
I don't. That's
Thank
a good
you.
question, Dark Fury. Can we even
That's
get
fine,
the
girlfriend.
Drop it.
Yeah, I didn't
That is
notice
fine,
anything in the
girlfriend.
patch notes. The patch notes were really a lot of stuff that we already knew. That's why I honestly didn't make a video on it today, guys. A lot of it was stuff that we really knew was coming, and I couldn't really find anything in there that really stood out to me. Maybe there's a couple of things that I'm not thinking of, but nothing huge. While we wait for this to reset, I was going to take some buffs, but see, the thing is, too, it might not show for me because I already have the Dom Pedro. But yeah, I would give Crater a check, Foundation a check, maybe Regs a check as well. Maybe it's for stamps. We'll see. I'm sure they would have included that in the patch notes if that was the case, because that's good information. But usually we wait a good season or two before we get these weapons back on in-game for bullion or whatnot. That's why I even made a couple of videos about that. I wanted to make sure people were getting that gun and the mods for it. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome weapon. Like, I was a little on the fence about it before we had the mods for it from that new event, but after we got those, it just really put it over the top. Okay, let's try to get all buffs going and see what happens. But I can already tell you, it seems like you're gonna have no problem running Westec with grenades if that's what you want to do. I am using the Elder's Mark. I made a video very recently showing you everything on the scoreboard. If you want to see everything on there, I highly recommend you just check that out quick. I do run through it very quickly. It's like a 4-minute video. Nuka Grenade. And the plan is actually called Nuka-Cola Grenade. So to spawn the Bigfoot or any of these new enemies, you have to go to the events. So things have been changed now, right? Like there's some things called activities now, and now the public events are the things that can possibly spawn a Bigfoot. Even the Goliaths from Neurological Warfare, I think it's called, as well too. And a couple other creatures as well too that we already have in the game. But the Bigfoot's obviously the big deal. I'm definitely excited about the Goliath as well. Seeing a Goliath out in the actual game is going to be pretty cool. Yeah, I hope you guys had some good luck on Fastback this week. I'd seen a couple people maybe talking about it on Reddit, but like they said they the chances, I did not notice a difference, man. I really did. I felt like I didn't have too much luck after that. I did end up getting this glowing corn cob, but yeah, I felt like we had the same luck as we usually do the whole time, if not less maybe.
Oh my mama. Oh
Okay, I'm
my
sure I got
mama.
well rested
I
now.
look fly.
Now,
I
we
look
could
good.
go do Radiation Rumble, I know, but I'm just waiting for Finders Keepers to get here as well, too, till we got the whole team together and whatnot, and then we're just gonna start smashing everything, everybody. The
Did they change
Mothman
that? I
Tome
feel
is
like
well
it's not
over here.
30 seconds anymore.
I should really drink water.
What do you mean by that, Pickle? Ah, the rate. Yeah, maybe.
Then I met someone. Stranger.
That's good, Shram. That's good, man. It's funny, too, because I needed the glowing corn cob, and, like, somebody dropped one, basically, for some people, right? And I had the chance to take it, but I didn't want to take it. I already picked one up, but I wanted that for another person. And I was just like, I'm like, nope, I can't do it. And I'm like, you know what, I should have took it. I'm like, no, don't be greedy. And then I eventually got one, so it was like kind of like, you know, karma came around for me anyway. But yeah, there was one of my friends on my list here, or I think I met them from Reddit, same thing, whatever, was actually dropping a couple glowing masks, so that was nice of them.
Don't know.
The power upward stats are hilarious. I noticed. My friend Wolf noticed right away. He did point out to me, like I haven't checked them myself, but he did point out to me that the T60 does look a lot better now than the T51. That was one thing he was quite happy about. I always thought the T60 would have been considered better than the T51 anyway, but maybe there's a couple of changes I didn't notice.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's enough greedy people out there, right? Exactly. And like I have like all the glowing masks except a couple. So it's like, you know, fair enough. And I know once I have them all, like I ain't even probably gonna want to go to Fastnac anymore. Like there's not gonna be much of a reason for me. Like that's why I like going there, to have the chance of getting something I don't have, right? Like when I got that glowing corn cob after that actually happened, it was like less than 24 hours later I got it from the event. I was just like, I thought that was kind of cool. Pretty happy about it. Another reason I don't like to be handed stuff as well. It just kind of takes the fun out of it. But let's grab all of our consumable buffs. I have a feeling that Black-Eyed Soothe may be working a bit. Okay, I have the explosive bobblehead going. Yes, we want this. And some lunchboxes. Okay, let's see what kind of numbers we get now. Can you not scroll up to the top by pushing down anymore? Oh, okay. There's probably a setting for that. Hopefully. I kind of like that. What else here? Yeah, don't forget Berry Mentats as well. I wanted this. We have the bobblehead going. I can actually take this to negate a couple of one intelligence, I think. Take these. I know, MSK. I just really want a next-gen update. I really do. I feel like that would be the best, you know, that's where we'll really get a good quality of life update. That's what I'm liking about this season so far, I have to say, and I kind of feel like it kind of is a quality of life update. I'm all for stuff like that. Like, I always talk about the update when they made it able to transfer all the junk from enemies. Like, if you didn't know, we used to have to go around to each enemy individually. You couldn't just walk up to one and take everything. That was, like, one of the quality of life update things that they kind of did, and, like, to this day is still one of my favorite updates. Did we pop 3? Or was that... Or did we pop 4, or was that 3? Why is that not going down now? I need to... Zane, a lot of people are saying that it feels a bit smoother. For sure, man. For sure.
Is it a double XP weekend? Is that why I'm getting so much XP?
Okay, let's see what kind of numbers we get. And then I'm probably just going to revert back to my normal build. And we're probably going to start doing some raids and some events and whatnot. Let's see if we get the Bigfoot to spawn, guys. What system what platform are you on, MSK? Sorry, I didn't see any of the feedback if people were telling me. How is, like, the Gatling gun's not a great example. Let's try this guy. So far, it seems like, you know, the audio to game, or my voice to game volume ratio seems pretty good. So we got the right thing out here. Actually do a proper run here. Somewhat. Is 32 bullets enough? We'll find out. Oh yeah. Almost 4,000. So I'm probably missing a couple little things. Maybe one little thing. Oh, never mind. You must die. Now we switch to this thing. If the Gatling gun's loud, it's because it's loud. Not a good example. It just does feel smoother. I swear to God it does too. Like, obviously it is. Can you not? That was close. Okay, we gotta throw 2. Definitely still gotta throw 2. 16,000. No, actually those numbers seem right, I think. Maybe a bit low. We'll see if I get close to 30,000 on this. Oh, we're not gonna know. 12,000 plus whatever this is. 12,000. Okay, yeah, no, I think we're good. Let's do one more run. I don't know if all the guns' damage changed, but I'm noticing the Elder's Mark seems a little bit more powerful, but they did say they were going to up the damage of curse weapons, so that makes sense. Ah, you know what we can do for fun? Throw a grenade over here. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of testing to do, Trapmaster, till I really know, dude. It's gonna take a bit. Probably have another build for you guys. Might just include it all in one video. We'll do the daily driver, a raid build, and probably a critical build. All in one, and we'll just, you know, call it the do everything build. Why am I running a dream? We have explosives. That's about right. I'm not sure which specific ones, dude. And it's definitely random, too. Like, I don't think the Bigfoot necessarily comes after a certain event. It's just, like, after these certain events, which is a lot of them. I don't think it's all of them, though. Well, I appreciate you watching, Trap. If you're talking to me. I might have missed another comment. Yes, and he will drop 4 stars as well. I don't know if that's just Bigfoot or all of the monsters. I would hope that it's all of the enemies. Oh, dog. Almost forgot. And muscle memory takes over. Only done this 4 million times. Ah, you know what I'm missing to get the 4,000? Ah, not the Gatling gun. Not the Psycho Buff. Where's my... There they are. Berry Mentats. That's what we're missing. Good afternoon, Novice. How you doing? Ooh, 20,000. I just got killed by a crippled super mutant. I don't miss the bloody build, man. I really don't. I really don't. And we'll just radiator face a little bit here. Hiya. There we go. Where are you? Don't let him get this again. He vanished. He grew his legs back. I'm gonna lose him again. Yeah, that's not right. Definitely gotta throw 2. Oh yeah, throw 2. Yeah, we're gonna be doing raids, dude. That's pretty much all we're gonna be doing, and of course events when they pop up. Let's stop running West Tech right now, right? This isn't fun, let's be honest. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch it. Raids are definitely a lot more fun. If you would argue and say raids are better for completing the scoreboard, I would not argue. Is West Tech faster? Maybe. You don't have to wait for other people, you don't have to rely on other people, you can just get ready and go, and it is definitely more consistent. But yeah, let's head on over to the raids game. This game looks beautiful right now. Whatever they did, polishing it, is a good way to put it. I read recently in the chat there. It just looks great right now, man. West Tech is depressing. Aww. I feel it like a challenge, you know? Like you're in a prison and you're not allowed to leave. How long can you stay there? Let's go. Okay, yeah, get rid of this armor. Not going to be running West Tech this run, guys. Changing my name to Mr. Raid Tech. For this stream. Let's get rid of this armor. Let's put some on. And I've already fought the Guardian a couple times, guys. It's absolutely hilarious now. If you're using anything close to the raid build I put out, I don't know, last week, I think. Just wait. Okay, yeah. I got my buffs going. I just need my other buffs going, but I don't really want to pop those until we get past the drill. I've already taken those. I did switch this armor back on. Let's do the punch card machine, switch to the raid. Can I move? That's a good sign. Let's just... never mind. Does it say where I am? Probably. Raids are under side quest. Okay, I'm just gonna head in. Should have all the buffs going. Mostly. That's how, yeah, quality of life improvements. Totally agree, Josh. That's how I kind of got, that's the, or sorry, I guess I should say the vibe I kind of got from with this update. So, yeah, looking good, man. That was like, am I wrong? Like, that was like the quickest maintenance ever. Like, people in the Discord were asking, and I was like, oh, 2 to 8 hours. Like, I know that doesn't really give you a great time frame, but that's basically the best way to describe Bethesda maintenance. 2 to 8 hours at least. Maybe more. And yay, we beat the first stage, which I call the loading screen. There's actually 6 stages to the raid if you didn't know.
Evacuation is in progress. Please proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly manner.
I'm gonna get into ghouls eventually, dude. I will. I'm gonna like force myself. I have played as a ghoul for at least 15 plus hours, and I honestly have to say I'm just not a huge fan of it yet. So, but I will force myself, and yeah. I just, you know, I'm not gonna put out a video with a ghoul build if I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I don't wanna. Yeah, that's not gonna help. And I feel like 15 hours at this point is not a lot compared to a lot of other. Smashy Snow I would have to recommend if you want a good ghoul build. He is definitely on the mark with those, trust me. Get you through a raid like nothing. And man, I like almost want to try my regular armor on this. I love quality of life updates, man. I don't always need something new and shiny. I just want, you know, stuff to work better. And this game looks great right now. Looks absolutely fabulous. Okay, I'm just gonna, give me a second here, everybody. I'm just gonna go, you know, converse with my team here, make sure everything's right. Let me message a couple of people here too, see if we can get somebody else in on it. I might have another player. See if he gets back to me. I'm just gonna go talk to Finders Keepers, and I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get the ball rolling. Well, Wolf's already in here, so I would assume Finders Keepers is not far behind. I'll just wait here with you guys. Let's just check some comments here. Ghouls are very strong. That's one thing I am definitely jealous about with the ghouls, is the amount of output power they do is second to none. They are literally the king of that. From what I've seen. All right. Whew. You guys are gonna laugh when you see how much damage the Guardian does now. What's up, Evu? How you doing? Yeah, I probably don't have any of my emotes. Nope, that's okay. We'll deal with that later. Survival 10 I'm definitely gonna need. Let's do this. Oh, I don't need my buffs. I already got some going, I think. If not, like I said, I usually try to do that after the drill stage. You never know, you might be on the drill for like 20 minutes. Let's get some company tea going. Why does this game look so nice right now? Love it. Okay, let's take out what I call no stims, and I call him that because it stops me from using stims. But he doesn't even do much damage anymore. Like, look at this. Like, how are you even gonna kill me? Might as well just pull out the Gatling gun. Beautiful. Oh my god. If you ever had a problem beating the Guardian, now is the time to try, because he is easier than ever, ladies and gentlemen. And the rewards are still great, especially if you're a beginner. It's actually pretty easy to come in here and probably take him out at this point. Oh my god, I can. Oh! Maybe I want to be in a power armor now. Definitely gonna start with the power armor. Plans auto learn now? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. I'm going in armor.
Low fuel, drilling suspended. Please add fuel to resume operation.
I want to see if I can tank it when he hits me. Oh my, that is not bad. So just be ready to slam a stim pack. Oh, Finders is down. Okay, I'm gonna die on purpose here. If he hits you twice, you're done. Well, for me anyway. But I'm sure there's some ghouls out there that can probably take like 3 or 4 hits out of power armor. I can't even kill a wolf. Okay, we got this.
Greetings, members. We've once again found ourselves in need of exterminators. Proceed to the designated site.
I'm still gonna
Sorry.
play the way I
Just had to make sure
usually play,
you
though. I'm
were
still
good
gonna
and
try to
bothered.
avoid him. Because if you're not paying attention and he hits you twice anyway, you're cooked. For me, anyway.
Signal.
Maybe not so much a ghoul.
Activate additional signal.
I'm definitely not afraid to run by him now.
Protocols. All array components engaged. Activating targeting protocols. Please stand by.
That was close.
Requesting immediate user support. Signal strength failure detected. Signal boost procedure required.
Just getting it now.
Okay, we still got one over here. This guy's circling
Just get-
around. I knew it. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy about this. The raids are way easier now, man.
Unrequested tube decompression.
Way
detected.
easier.
Immediate repair requested.
Okay, hopefully he's not over here. Good. Oh, he is. Just gonna come over here and grab that, buddy. Don't worry about it. Ah! No! No! I was ready. Evu, I love you, man. Thank you so much, man.
System orientation complete. Signal broadcast active.
You're welcome to join us, by the way.
Locked. Immediate evacuation required. Repeat. Please retreat to a safe distance immediately.
Come and get me! I think there's another one behind me. I'm not going back that way.
Caution. Increased hostile presence.
We're gonna go this way. Oh, Finders! Okay, let's see if we can do this. I think if Wolf can hold that drill, we can get this. He's just gotta watch his health. Which now might be better than ever. We got this. Oh, you're not playing 76 much lately. Why is that, man? Just need a break from it? It's a good game to take a break from. It does that to you, right? You play it too much sometimes. I feel, really.
Complete. Elimination of remaining hostile targets. Authorized.
I figured that would be gone.
Specified hostiles.
I
Eliminated.
think I hear 2, which is not good.
Cleared.
Not
Thank you for your
fine.
participation.
The thing is there's a bit of an audio delay on my headset too, so I have to be careful. Why did I run this way? It happens. Oh, I still got AP, it's just the button. Don't mind if I do. Jump! Jump
That's
a
the
lot,
right
man.
one.
That's how you do it, you just jump. Ooh, drill's not looking good. don't think Wolf's gonna be able to watch that drill. We might have to regroup here.
Warning. Hostile presence approaching critical level.
Yeah, drill's down anyway. Okay. Okay, let's try again. There's so much to consider, Dave. It's gonna take a bit. Depends how you play, really. I don't know of a reset for EN06 other than the fact you can just kill them and then reset the mission.
Drilling suspended. Please add fuel to resume operation.
Nope.
Okay, we've got none there, one here, and
Did
one
we
over
get the
here.
kaboom? Keep it less than a pound.
I'm definitely leaning towards the Brotherhood of Recon. Can't say I've tested it very well yet, though. I think I have one more over here. There we go. I bet, Dave. It's like polished too. It's like so nice right now. I don't know why I came over. I'm pretty sure there's none left over here, but let's check. Okay. Oh, go. Hopefully nothing's here. Nothing up there. Just run down and grab this. Not going that way. Want out of here!
Caution. Increased hostile presence detected.
Evu, let's just keep comments like that to ourselves, alright, buddy? Seriously. Ah! Woo, be ready to slam those stim packs. I'm taking one anyway. Yeah, agreed. It's not even about that, it's just that's not going to be any kind of a topic of conversation in here ever even. Like I said, let's just keep that to ourselves, buddy. Uh-oh. Regroup. What's up, base? Uh-oh, now I'm worried. I think we need one more and then the 3 off the tracks. Of course Wolf, just hold that drill for a bit longer, dude.
Warning. Hostile presence approaching critical levels.
Yeah, he's not keeping the ones he should here either. I don't know why he's not doing that. We're literally just about to finish and that's gonna be it. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. Okay, regroup here. I'm going to watch this drill. So I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. I don't know why Wolf wasn't doing this, but this is what you should be doing. Are we ready? What's up, Trav? How you doing, man? Where's the fourth person? Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. I'm just gonna pull you in. Okay.
Low fuel, drilling suspended. Please add fuel to resume operation.
Okay. Now maybe this doesn't work anymore. I don't know. There we go. But I never even kill these guys, and then you just don't get as many other ones spawning. You have to be careful where you're shooting too. Not a good start. Okay, even the missile guy doesn't seem to take off a bunch. These guys, you don't want near it. Another reason why I said I do not pop buffs before this drill stage is done. But like I said, guys, you can really just leave these guys with the weapons. They're not going to do a lot of damage, and you will eventually get less of them to kill. It's like they can only spawn so many, right? Every time I see one of these guys, I'm happy. And they'll actually block these guys from getting in a bit. Blocking these guys in a bit, so I should be shooting them, to be honest, because they will get through and start hitting the drill. But like, even with all of them shooting it, like, there's no damage. Most of that's coming from the explosions, which you should just shoot manually. Not getting a lot. You think they'd be doing more damage? just 4 more if I'm not mistaken. No. I'm telling you guys, this is the way. This is why Wolf was letting the drill get destroyed. Just saying. This is the difference for me anyway, because I can't kill these guys myself once they start flying at you. Wolf, come on, man. One more, brother. I believe in you. Let's go, Wolf. Got him. Yes! Okay, let's get the ball rolling here. You guys can hear me okay, yeah? Hashtag yes if you can hear me. Thanks, Laser. Nice to see you, buddy. That's almost 8 repeatables. Let's go. Let's go.
No, baby. Why would I do that?
Thanks for the feedback, guys. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Smoke. Shouldn't that be 420? Close enough. I guess 420 was taken, eh, buddy? I'm going to disregard this. Pretend it's not happening. So how's everybody's day? You enjoying the update? I'm hoping to, eventually. Seeming there's, I knew it, Smoke. Ah, nice! I was in limbo. Cheers, Laser. It just works, right, guys? I know. Calm down with the cough. I hope you're well, too, Laser. You and your fam? Okay, I don't have my buffs going yet. I'm glad I remembered this. If these enemies, if they lowered the health of these enemies, I'm gonna laugh. There's just no way. Oh, did I get a small guns bobblehead? I don't know if I did. Where are we here? I think I did. Okay then. Boom. I want this. I should have just taken one of the ones I had. Take a bunch of these just in case. One of these. And Tesla Science, where is it? Did I not grab one? Okay, let's go. Psycho buff. Wolf, are you ready? Because it doesn't look like he is. Okay. Canned coffee. Alright.
System access restored. Routine security scan initiated.
That's one thing I'm going to have to get used to.
Unauthorized. Command center
That was funny.
System detects insufficient countermeasures.
Which one is it? Which one is it? Oh, this one. Oh my god. I can make a cup of tea before he comes. At tea time. Oh my god.
Defensive measures restored.
I can't wait to see the snake. Let's go. Apparently the raid is really nerfed, actually. Oh, I got new unlocked stuff. Awesome. We're gonna go with the shotgun here. This is a Spitfire. Already rank 7. Not even trying. Let's go. That was probably the fastest Epsilon crew sequence I've ever had. Oh my god, the snake's gonna be a joke. Oh my god, he's turbocharged. Run, man. He is turbocharged. Oh my god, someone gave this guy a speed demon serum. Run. You're throwing my rhythm off here, buddy. Gotcha. Oh my god, he's fast. I wonder if I can sit there and tank some hits. Over here. Hiya. Huh? No, I'm not dying today. Ha ha ha. Plasma caster seems to be buffed. That'd be cool. Is he dead? Don't tell me he's dead. Okay, he's not. He just needs to be punched in the face. Come on! See, that usually works. Just a little bit of, you know, antagonizing, and we're good. Need to be reminded. Holy donut shop, he's fast. Oh, wrong one. Not good. Let's save some crystals for the death claws. Uh-oh. Not good. But we gotta get the horde smaller right now, too. Oh, I really didn't mean to shoot that. That was me. It was me, though. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. It was me. It's my fault. All good. Don't worry. I did it. Pretty good. Pretty good, Nick. I feel like having an extra chance last weekend, though, didn't really, you know... I felt like it was the same. I don't know. But that's what happens too when RNG is that low. You have to remember that too. I keep trying to tell myself that. Like, the RNG is already really low. Like, you know what I mean? Like, half of one is still only one doubled, right? So, yeah, I want to get these death claws hit a bit if we can. Because we only got one crystal left upstairs.
It's so good, baby. You made us so far.
Jeez, I might be almost dead at that point.
Good job getting ready for like...
For not having blocker on, I'm surprised I'm still alive. Ooh, it's just me and Wolf, yeah?
So good.
Tank those stim packs. We still got a couple left. We're close, though.
51. Which we do not have anything for.
I hate when it's just me.
Come
on down to what is fine.
For us. We can get anything for it. Alright, scrap that.
Haha!
260.
Excelsior!
Don't think we know
That's
the
a
plans for
couple
this one
of
either.
repeatables.
Cool.
There we go. I feel like I'm playing Die Rise. If you know, you know.
Let's go do that done real quick.
Oh yeah, did Nightbot shout you out? Because Nightbot wasn't working last stream, and I did see him earlier, and I wanted to see if this is still working. Okay, canned coffee's up, but it's just gonna, okay, never mind. Still haven't figured this out yet. That.
We've decided it's about time we went for another walk.
Let's go. Psycho buffs up. This should be funny. Oh my god. Wait till the snake hits me if it even gets a chance. Bye-bye, tail. Watch the health now. Let's go. 5,700 damage. Beauty. Bye-bye. There's 15 repeatables. Finders, don't forget to get your score boost on the scoreboard there. It's right there on the first page. Anyone else too, if you haven't got that, make sure you get that right away. Of course, if you have Fallout first. Next one I'm wondering too. Yeah, we're going to be checking this stuff out too as we unlock it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about that if you're wondering. Okay, the next scoreboard boost isn't till level 23, so we got to keep an eye out for that. I'm wondering what buffs I may be missing too. Who's attacking that? Let's get this boost. Like, I don't even need these anymore. Grab these. And I'm probably missing a couple of things, but I'm not worried about it. The raid nerf is definitely wild. I totally agree. I feel like people should be better at raids now more than ever. Why are they getting... If anything, I feel like, you know, a lot of people might not like me saying this, but I feel like they should maybe be getting a little bit harder now that we've had time to learn how to beat it. It's been around for so long now, but it's nice as well, I have to admit, to give maybe people that have been having trouble beating them a chance to now. Now's the chance, man.
This is an automated message. Evacuation is in progress. Please proceed to the nearest exit in an orderly manner.
Yeah, have to check the chainsaw out for sure. I haven't used that thing in forever. I like how it doesn't take up like half the screen like the auto axe does too. I'm not even switching power armors. There's no point.
Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense systems.
Right on, Doc. West Tech is pretty much good to go. I checked it out earlier in the stream here. You just gotta throw 2 grenades like usual, dude. Pop all the buffs. You're gonna be laughing. Easy 4,000 super mutant. Have fun, dude. Shoot me. I like it. Like, what do you need troubleshooters for? It's a joke. You don't need troubleshooters anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you that right now, you really don't. You never really needed it, per se, but now, it's, yeah, I feel like it's just way overkill. You don't need it. Like, you might be able to take this guy out with a rolling pin at this point. I'd like to get some more Ultrasight 45 rounds from these as well. Seems hard to stack those. Alright guys, we got this time. Oh, shout out to Brazil, dude. What's up, man?
There's no tears. There's no tears.
I see it right there. It's on you. Come on.
Master House that'll tell you everything
It's
that's on the
right
scoreboard.
there.
It's like a 4 or 5 minute
It's
video.
right
It's one of
there.
my
It
more
wants
recent ones if you want to
to
check that out for now, dude. I am going to get to the scoreboard though. We're just trying to unlock more right now, right?
Oh, baby.
My Elder
Look
Scrolls
at
is
there.
a Furious. Yep. Furious Rapid Swift Pinpointers. Prime
Oh,
Receiver,
my
light.
poor baby.
Might have to change
Oh,
some
the
of this, but
tears.
this is for a raid, if anything. I kind of wanted to try
Oh,
a different style
and
one,
you did
maybe,
so good getting
even
ready
with
for work,
conductors.
too.
I don't know yet.
Oh, baby. You're doing all the things. Oh, big. I would never make that.
Yeah, if you're asking about the fuel canisters, almost positive those got patched, so we're not going to have those anymore. Yeah, unfortunately the plasma caster as well too. We didn't get the automatic barrel, which would have been nice. Don't know why we didn't. Like, why didn't we get that? It felt on point in the PTS when I tried it. Like, it wasn't, you know, like, it was nice, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like, wow, this needs to be nerfed or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason. Well, I'm sure there's a reason, but we're not allowed to know that. Trust me, now is the time to do raids. 2 raids. I have a beginner raid video as well that'll just tell you the necessities that you need to know. So join a raid team, you'll still be able to help with a regular build. Honestly, like, beating raids, like, a build, like, including a weapon and armor and all that, that's only like 1/3 of raids. It's, you know, the other 2/3 is literally teamwork, your team, and your knowledge of the raid. Don't worry guys, we'll be firing on all cylinders soon here. Just gotta get some warm-ups going. No, there is no new raids yet, nope. I may lower the master volume a bit. Do I have some disease? Looking good, guys. Looking good. That's a beautiful sight when I see that. Come on, guys, I think we need 5 more. 5 more. 4 more now the wolf's back, I think. That's 4 more, guys. We got this. 3 more. Let's go.
Hey guys, Packers here. It's been quite a while, huh? Thank you for joining me in today's video, I guess. It's been quite a while. If you have been keeping up with Fan or just in general heroes or my content or anything like that, well, there hasn't been any content. So if you're seeing this video, then you probably are as surprised as I am to produce it. All being said. So why are we here? Well, you probably read the title of the YouTube video, and I just wanted to give kind of like my thoughts on where the game has come and gone in quite a while, but also because I haven't played it in almost 2 years, and I just recently started playing it again a few months ago. So this video is not going to be like a scripted or hard edit type video. It's more like a podcasty type thing with some footage from one of my streams in the background. So if you'd like to, just honestly listen to it while you're out and about doing your thing. I'm gonna kind of go through my thoughts as to what's been happening and what I'm doing and where we're going from here. So enjoy the listen piece. If you like some of the footage in the background, I believe I have summoning footage from, well, some of my summoning footage from Chosen Fjorm, which was on stream. So enjoy that if you are watching. But anyways, so where have I been, what's been happening, all that good stuff. Let's try to catch you guys up. I did take a hiatus break from the game more than 2 years ago as of this point, and I recently decided to install the game and try it again. So that was probably about 3-4 months ago as of this point. So it was just like, you know, it's on a break, and I decided, okay, you know what's happening, download the game. You know, just something you do while you're in bed or bored. And I said, okay, things have changed. There's quite a lot of new characters, new abilities. Also, there's a lot of old characters, I guess you could say, since I'm technically playing with Alphonse and Fjorm in 2026, which I also pretty much started this account back in like 2018, 2017, end of 2017, 2018, also with the same characters and using them heavily for arena or ether raids and such. So it's kind of funny or not, depending on your take on this. I'm sure we all think differently on whether there should be more representation in the game or not in terms of new characters. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me as much as it does for other people, I'd say, maybe. I play FEF for the gameplay. I still play FEF for the gameplay, and that is mostly what's keeping me interested. But I also know that there's still quite a few people that also enjoy watching me play the game. So I'm still kind of playing it, and I'm still streaming it, and well, if you want to know about that, I basically stream 2 to 3 times a week for about 2 hours of stream, so it's not very much, but I'm sure all the live VODs, you can find them on my YouTube live page or on my Twitch VOD page by the same name, so you can go watch those if you wanted to see some modern 2020.
Launching a nuke is a fun and unique activity that you can do in Fallout 76. The problem is that it sounds a lot harder to do than it really is, so a lot of people don't even touch the nukes or the nuke events. But in this video, I will be showing you how to launch nukes, some great tips to make launching nukes easier, and we'll go over why you need to start launching nukes as soon as you can. I'm gonna try my best to make this as easy as possible for you so you can start using nukes as often as you want. But before we get into this video, if you're a fan of the Fallout games and the Fallout TV show, click the link in the pinned comment below to join my Fallout Discord server, where you can find other people to play Fallout 76 with, discuss the Fallout TV show, or just talk about anything related to Fallout. Before we get into launching nukes, let's go over a few things that I suggest that you get first to make launching nukes easier. First up will be power armor with the Troubleshooter's legendary mod on it. The silos that we'll be using to launch these nukes are full of robot enemies and radiation, so the Troubleshooters mod will help us take less damage from those robots and turrets, and the power armor itself will protect us from radiation. Next, I highly suggest grabbing the Master Infiltrator legendary perk card and upgrade it as much as you can. This will let us easily lockpick the doors and hack the terminals in the silos. This will be helpful because there are terminals in the silo that you can hack to disable turrets, and with this perk card it will do all of the lockpicking and hacking for you. And then you just want to grab some of your best weapons, ammo for those weapons, and stim packs. There will be a lot of fighting in these silos, so you want to make sure that you have everything that you need for those fights, including extra ammo. Now the first thing that you'll need to do to start launching nukes is join the Enclave and become a general. This will happen towards the end of the main campaign of the game, and it's something that everyone will need to do, and you may have already done this. Once you've completed this, you'll need to go to the Enclave bunker that is under the White Spring Resort. We can easily get there using the White Spring service entrance, and then just follow where I go on screen now. and right here you can use this red terminal to locate silo codes and nuclear keycards. If I'm being honest, no one is using silo codes, because there's a much easier way to launch nukes without using them, and I'm going to show you how to do that when we get to that point. But you will need a nuclear keycard, so using this terminal, select the Initiate Search Nuclear Keycard Escort option. This will spawn a cargo bot into the open world that will be carrying a nuclear keycard, and you will be given a quest called Hide and Seek and Destroy to show you where that cargo bot is. It's pretty easy to take this down, and in the box that it drops, you'll find a nuclear keycard. Now that we have a nuclear keycard, we need to figure out where we're going to use it. But more importantly, we need to know where we're able to use it. Before you go to any of the missile silos, you'll want to open up your inventory and go to the holotape section. Then look for the missile silo state holotape. Using this holotape will show you which silos are available to be used. Now how this works is that when a missile silo is used to launch a nuke, that silo will need time to cool down before another nuke can be fired from it, and that cooldown time is 3 hours. So as you can see here, someone just launched a nuke from Charlie, and now Charlie can't be used to fire another nuke for 3 hours. But you can swap to another server and see if it's available on that new server. Another thing that you need to know is that you personally go into a 3-hour cooldown when you fire a nuke at a silo. So for example, if I launched a nuke from the Charlie silo, no one on the server would be able to use Charlie for 3 hours, and I would not be able to go to a new server to use Charlie again. Meaning at most, you can personally launch 3 nukes every 3 hours. So using this holotape, figure out which silo is available for you to use on your server. If you don't have this holotape, you can purchase it from the vendor at the armory section of the Enclave bunker. Once you pick where you'll launch a nuke from, just go to that site location and look for an elevator at the location that will take you to the silo below. These elevators will be pretty easy to find, but the Alpha silo will be in the middle of the map, Bravo will be in the north of the map between the Toxic Valley and Savage Divide, and Charlie will be in the south of the map between Foundation and the Ash Heap. The interiors and the objectives inside of these silos will all be the same, so none of them will be easier than the other, so just pick whichever one is available to you. When you use the elevator to get into the silo, a quest will pop up for that silo, and tracking it in your quest log will be very helpful, and it will guide you through the silo. Now the first stage of the silo will be the biometric stage. For this, you'll need to look around the rooms around you for a blue keycard. There will be multiple of these in this area, so they shouldn't be too hard to find. While you're doing this, you want to look for a medical room with 2 symptomatic machines inside of it. When you find this room, get out of your power armor and use the symptomatic machine to collect your data. And then bring that data and the blue keycard to this room. That will always be near the entrance of the silo. Swipe the keycard on the keycard eraser, and then use the terminal beside it to fabricate a biometrics ID. This will give you a new keycard that you'll need to swipe on the ID card registration system that will be across from the laser grid in the first room, and then you'll be done with this stage of the silo. But you need to know that robot enemies will keep spawning in these rooms while you're doing this, so make sure that you deal with them when they spawn. The next stage of the silo is the reactor stage. For this stage, you'll need to go to this terminal in the room by the reactor and use the shut down reactor option. Then you'll have 3 minutes to find and repair all of the pipes in the room. These might be tricky the first time that you do this, but you need to run around and listen for the hissing sound that will come out of these pipes. They're yellow and black striped and they're pretty easy to see, but all you need to do is interact with them to repair them. If you're tracking the quest, like I suggested you do, the last 3 of them will be highlighted, making them much easier to find. So start by looking for the obvious ones first, then let the quest show you where the trickier ones are hidden. Once you repair all of them, go back to the terminal and restart the reactor to finish this stage. The next stage is the mainframe stage. The first thing that you'll need to do here is use your guns to shoot the computer systems in these rooms to destroy the mainframe. While you're doing this, there will be some enemies that will come to attack you, but it's nothing you won't be able to handle. After you destroy the mainframe, you'll move on to the next room where you'll need to repair the mainframe. To do this, you'll need to take the 15 mainframe cores out of the nearby computer systems. Then bring them to the Tinker's Bench in the maintenance room, and here you can use steel and circuitry to repair those 15 mainframe cores. If you don't want to repair these, you can also find 15 of these mainframe cores hidden throughout this room, and then just take the 15 mainframe cores that you have back to the computer system and put them back into the slots that you took them out of to finish this stage. And now we have the final stage of the silo, which in my opinion is the easiest stage, and that is the launch prep stage. For this stage, all you need to do is use the terminal to initiate the launch prep. This will then make some friendly robots start to spawn in the room to get your nuke ready to be launched, and all you have to do is defend them against the robots that are coming to attack them. This is pretty easy, as you just need to run around and kill anything that you see while you wait for the prep to be completed, and then once the prep is done, you'll be ready to launch your nuke. Under the terminal that you use to initiate the launch prep, you'll find 3 stations. The first one is the nuclear keycard station, which you'll have to swipe your nuclear keycard on. The next station is the silo code station. And like I mentioned earlier, we don't need to get the silo codes to launch nukes, because these codes will be the same for everyone. So instead of hunting these down, you can use the website that I'll link in the pinned comment below to see what the code is for the silo that you're in. And then you can just put that code into the silo code system, and you'll be good to go, and you won't have to waste any time hunting down the silo codes. And finally, we can use the targeting station to pick where we'll launch our nuke. And as you can see, you can launch a nuke pretty much anywhere, other than these green highlighted areas, as they are safe zones. Now there are a couple reasons that you would want to launch a nuke. The biggest reason is to nuke specific areas of the map to start nuke events, which will spawn large nuke world bosses that take multiple people to defeat. These will give you some really good rewards, and they're worth farming. For example, the Scorch Beast Queen always gives you 1 prime receiver weapon plan, which will make the weapon that the plan is for very strong. The 4 locations that you can nuke to spawn nuke world bosses are Fissure Site Prime for the Scorch Beast Queen, Abandoned Mineshaft number 2 for the Ultra Site Titan, Monongah Mine for Earl, and the Skyline Valley region to spawn the Storm Goliaths. The second reason that you would want to use a nuke is because the area that you nuke will turn into a highly radiated area, and the enemies and the plants within that area will all become mutated, and then you can farm them for endgame resources. So you could nuke an enemy dense area like Morgantown to mutate the enemies there to farm them for glowing masses, glowing meat, hardened masses, high radiation fluids, ionized meat, and nuclear material. Or you could nuke somewhere like the White Spring Resort to harvest the plants around the resort to get raw fluxes. Then you can turn them into stable fluxes at a chemistry workbench to use for crafting. If you're planning to use a nuke to get fluxes, you'll want to nuke Watoga to farm violet and crimson flux, White Spring to get yellow cake and fluorescent flux, and Morgantown to get cobalt flux. But just know that nuking an area will damage any player camp that is in that area that you nuke, and it will kill all players in the area as well. And that should be everything that you need to know about launching nukes in Fallout 76. If you're looking for a build to bring into these silos or use against the nuke world bosses, I highly recommend the build that I used in the footage of this video. I actually just posted a build video for that build on my channel, so I'll put a link to that video in the pinned comment below if you would like to copy it to make the silos a lot easier. But I hope this video helps you, and thank you for watching.
Who's ready for the rest of the stream? Oh god. Oh god.
26 gameplay, still completely free to play, will always basically be free to play. I don't ever intend to pay any money in Feb, as it is a gacha. And honestly, by the nature of how the game goes, it really does seem like a pretty bad investment in terms of finances. Honestly, your units just don't retain value, so it's pretty sad to kind of like spend your orbs, or spend your money, at least in my opinion, and then you can't even like use those without some extra heavy commitment. So yeah, that's kind of where that's going. Anyway, so why am I still playing FET in 2026? Well, yeah, like I said, I do still enjoy the game, believe it or not. It is Fire Emblem. I've pretty much always liked Fire Emblem since I was a teenager, so of course I'll still play Fire Emblem, especially if I can play it on my mobile device. I have played other Fire Emblems, of course, in a mobile setting, talking like my DS, my Switch. And so it's been great to still be able to do that, but there's something to be said about an ever-changing meta, ever-changing game, and something always kind of new every 2 weeks, and FET always appealed to me for that reason. Also, there's still a fair amount of people that I'm still in touch with, and it's great to kind of show off that free-to-play gameplay, get their opinions on where the meta is, how things are, and yeah, still, honestly, a bit of fun. That's not to say I'll continue playing it forever, but that's where we are. So what exactly is going to happen with the channel? What's going to happen with the future and such? Well, I honestly don't know if this will be the last video I upload on the channel. I don't think it will be. That's pretty grim to say that. But I don't tend to be producing content. I don't plan to produce content the way I used to in the past. So this may very well be the last video for a long time. If you want to get a bit of nostalgia, I still have the old videos on here, so you can always go look at those if you want to see how far the game has come, or how far content creation has gone, I guess, or changed. But realistically, don't expect me to like go over banner reviews or unit analysis or anything like that anymore. However, should time provide, I definitely will try to do this type of video where I can just kind of record a think piece about the current state of the game, or maybe some of the golden advice that I used to give years ago, which was like, oh, how do I spend my orbs, or how do I play this game free to play, how is power creep, how do you keep up with all this stuff in the modern day. And really, if there's like one thing you take away from this video, it would be this. The game is honestly easier now than it ever has been. This is my honest to God opinion on how I feel about FET. Now, I don't think this is probably true of Summoner Duels, so I will give like a caveat asterisk there, because Summoner Duels will pretty much always require you to pull the latest units. And if you play from a free-to-play perspective, trying to chase after the newest units is a huge investment that honestly you probably need to make a brand new account for and strictly summon just for that. But if you are playing for PvE, if you're playing for AR, if you're playing for Arena, I will confidently say that as somebody who has played at those levels, F2P, back in the day and now, the game is honestly easier than it ever has been for AR offense, Arena, especially with chosen heroes and ether rates. Some of the characters can do some ridiculous nonsense, like 6 actions. Okay, I don't even know if I'm exaggerating at this point, but you know, with the new Shorenas, there's like Balder and such. Like, there's a lot of these characters that, and the rings that you can equip to base on every character. There's a lot of potential, a lot of shenanigans that you can do now that you really couldn't get away with in the past. Also, on top of that, there's just so much room for error with a bunch of tactical retreats. So that's if you lose a match in Arena or Arena Assault, you are given a second chance. You don't really have these mechanics in the past. Safety fence, assuming you don't run into Balder or Hother, you can get a second try. Like, all these mechanics in the game have made the game much more like allowing you to have the freedom to make mistakes. And because of that, the real only game mode with stakes is actually going to be Summoner Duels, where you still technically have a bunch of matches when you play the rank modes, but you have so many second chances in all the other modes. All the modern characters honestly beat anything out that's older than it, and it just becomes pretty much a game of intuition. I used to calc in the game. I used to have much less second chances. There was no ladder in the original iteration of Ether Raids. There was no tactical retreats. You had to play in a very specific way. For those of you that remember, like the arena bonus system of the past, where you had to have like one unit kill every single thing to maximize your score. There was some, I'm not saying those were better days, I'm just saying it has come a long way from where it is now. And somebody who just took a break, 2-year break like I did, and then be able to just come back and consistently get tier 21 again in arena with just like one big summoning session, that being Fjorm, Chosen Fjorm, and now in Ether Raids I'm still maintaining top 1k because my mythic merges that I was able to invest in years ago have still retained value. Is basically saying, yeah, that's my whole old barracks is just not relevant anymore, and everything that's brand new is relevant. And really, the only exception is literally my mythic merges. So if there's one thing that has really mattered in my barracks and summoning experiences in the past, it would be those mythics. But everything else, Summer Xander, Fjorm, Tiki, Korin, all those, like, they didn't matter. It honestly did not matter. And at this point, I'm just kind of playing for fun. I'm not taking it as seriously as I used to, but it's been good. Now, that's kind of weird to say, oh yeah, my mythic merges mattered so much. But the reality is, and the kind of calculus is, if you were to make a brand new account and just go through all the story mode, all the paralogs, Blessed Guardian, Squad Assaults, Chain Challenges, it is roughly 6,000 orbs, guys. Like, that is about how many orbs you can now officially get through the amount of content they've released. And I'm not even counting stuff like legendary reruns, mythic reruns, PHB reruns, all the other events that you can do that still gather orbs over time. And those 6,000 orbs are so much more powerful to be spent now than they would have been spent, let's say, a couple of years back. Because those units a couple of years back have largely lost their value, whereas now they retain it. So it's kind of like an inflation. It's a funny analogy here, but you're basically having inflation in Fed where your orbs are more valuable the longer you hold them, which is, I guess that's actually not inflation. I guess that's kind of like a reverse inflation. Anyways, it's not scripted, so I hope you get what I mean here. The idea is your orbs are more powerful the longer you've been spending them, and it's also one of the reasons I choose to be F2P, because if you had spent hundreds of dollars on like Hector in year 1, there is a very unlikely chance that you're still using Hector in year 10. Now, that is possible. I will admit that you can technically use old characters here, but they become very homogenous. You are forced to pretty much give all sword infantry units kind of like a one build off of Ryoma with Duelist Blow and Nullsea Avoid and like Attack Speed Faith. Now this is just a random build, but I'm pretty sure based on my friends list and how I've seen other people do this, it just happens to be all like the same unit just with a different art. And honestly, that's pretty sad. Like I don't think that is as fun as using some of the new characters and their unique kind of abilities, whether that's support abilities or unique mechanics. Something like Seether being able to, end turn a unit is cool. Like, that's a cool mechanic unique to her and her alts, whereas every other arcane built unit of the past is pretty much the same mechanically. From a gameplay perspective, that's pretty boring, even if you could technically use them again. So that's, I'd say, pretty much what I'd like to walk away from this video with. I'd say in the future, and if you are really interested in potentially coming back to the game, if you made it this far into the video, I am highly considering making a brand new F2P account and showing you that even in 2026, you technically could get up to the top ranks competitively if you wanted to. Just as I did in the past, and it's just as easy to do it now as it was in the past. There is, even with power creep, quote unquote, existing, you can still make the best choices you can to play this game the way you want to. Now, I play it in a certain way that may not appeal to everybody, but hopefully you can take something from this experience and adapt it to however you choose to play. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I don't expect you to subscribe or like or do anything like that, but if you do have your thoughts, please share them in the comments, and I likely will read all of them. If you do want to see more of me, I will be streaming again 2-3 times a week here on YouTube and on Twitch, so go check it out, and hopefully I can produce something of value to you in the future to come. Peace.
Pizza Hut right now is offering any large pizza for just $10. Just download the Pizza Hut app now.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free, plus get your biggest refund.
Carry weight is always a major problem for Fallout 76 players. This includes brand new players and veteran players, as managing your inventory and carry weight is something that you'll spend a lot of your time doing. But something that many people don't know is that there's a secret backpack that you can get that will increase your carry weight by up to 120 pounds. And in this video, I will be showing you exactly how to get it. But before we get into this video, if you're a fan of the Fallout games and the Fallout TV show, click the link in the pinned comment below to join my Fallout Discord server, where you can find other people to play Fallout 76 with, discuss the Fallout TV show, or just talk about anything related to Fallout. Now the first step to getting this backpack will be to go to the Grafton train station. When you get here, you'll need to enter the train station, then look for this wall of posters and read the Pioneer Scouts poster. Reading this poster will start a quest called the Order of the Tadpole, which will send you to the Pioneer Scout camp to talk to the scout leader. This is the part of the quest that will get a little confusing because the quest will update with a bunch of objectives, and you will gain a new miscellaneous quest that you won't notice right away. To make this quest as straightforward as possible, you'll want to track the Order of the Tadpole quest and the miscellaneous quest that will tell you to find scout leaders Treadley and Pompey. But to complete the Order of the Tadpole quest, you'll need to do 4 things, which will be revive an ally, clean up the kitty corner cabins, control pests at Dolly Sods, and collect 3 challenge badges. So now let's go over each step. Now first is reviving an ally. This can be anyone. It could be a random player that you meet out in the open world or at a public event, or you can join a friend's game and have them die so you can revive them. Reviving a friend will be the easiest way to do this, but if you don't have anyone who can help you with this, you will find a ton of helpful people in my Discord server that I mentioned earlier in this video. Another good option for this is starting a headhunt and then waiting for someone to die during the headhunt and then revive them. But for this first step, you'll just need to revive one person, so it shouldn't be too hard to complete. The next step is to clean up the kitty corner cabins. For this step, you'll need to go to the kitty corner cabins, which will be right here on your map. And here you'll find Scout Leader Pompey, who you'll need to talk to. Then after you talk to him, you can open up your quest log and go to the daily quest and track the daily quest called Operation Tidy. For this daily quest, you'll just need to go to the marked location on your map and collect the toxic waste. Then bring it to the blue barrels that will be beside Scout Leader Pompey at the kitty cabins, and then this step of the quest will be completed. To complete the next step of the Order of the Tadpole quest, you'll need to go to Dolly Sods, which will be right here on your map. Then when you get here, talk to Scout Leader Treadley. After you talk to him, you'll again need to open up your quest log and go to daily quests and track the new daily quest called Stings and Things. Now this quest is going to sound much harder than it actually is. All you'll need to do for this quest is collect 5 different bug parts, but the bugs that they come from are very easy to kill and they are pretty common, so you won't have a hard time finding them. Honestly, all of the bugs that you need for
See
this
what I'm
quest
doing
can spawn
right
in the
now.
dolly sods area.
My
So
bad.
before you go out and start hunting for the bugs, just run around the 2 cabins at dolly sods and kill the bugs there to get the parts that you need. And then if you need anything else, you can just open up your map and the game will highlight the areas that you can find the remaining bug parts at. It's actually very easy to get everything that you need for this quest. And then once you have all of the bug parts, you can bring them back to Scout Leader Treadley to finish this step of the quest. And the final step of this quest is to collect 3 challenge badges. To get these, you'll need to open up your map, then open the menu and click on Challenges. And in the Appalachia tab, you will find a list of tadpole challenges. There will be a few of these here, and you can do whichever 3 that you want, but the 3 that I will guide you through in this video are the 3 easiest. And those will be the Archer, Athlete, and Medic challenges. So we're gonna start with the Archer challenge, but each of the 3 challenges that I just mentioned will all have an exam for them. To save time and make this easier, we're gonna complete every objective for the 3 challenges, then do the 3 exams at the same time. And I'll give you the answers for those exams, but we'll just do that later. For the Archer challenge, you'll first need to get a crossbow. You can either craft your own crossbow at a weapons workbench, or you can go to the Palace of the Winding Path, which will be right here on your map. Then follow where I go on screen to find a free crossbow. After this, you'll have to go to a Tinker's Workbench and craft 50 crossbow bolts, which will complete one of the Archer challenges. And now that you have your crossbow and some ammo for it, you'll need to get 50 kills with the crossbow. This can easily be done in the daily op activity, as you can just sit in one place and enemies will keep spawning for you to kill. Every so often, you'll want to make sure that you're using a repair kit to repair your crossbow. The crossbow does not need to be fully broken, it just needs to be slightly damaged to count towards this challenge. But you'll need to repair your crossbow 3 times. You can also do this at a weapons workbench if you don't have repair kits. And then finally, you'll need to go to this location on your map near the Pioneer Scout Camp. And here you'll find a shooting range. Interact with the speaker here to start the archery challenge, where you'll just need to hit bullseyes on all 5 of the targets in front of you. This might take you a couple tries, but you just need to keep trying until you complete it. And then you will have completed the archery challenge, except for the exam, which we'll do later. Next, we have the Athlete challenge. This one is very simple. All you'll need to do is boost your strength and agility special stats to 5, and then complete 3 timed race courses. The first course will be found at Sunny Top Ski Lanes.
That's a weird fucking roll. The fuck happened here?
The second course will be at the New River Gorge Bridge. And the third will be at Camp Venture. And as you just saw, these aren't really that hard to complete. You just need to run through them as quickly as you can and hit every checkpoint along the way. The Medic challenge is also very easy. For the Medic challenge, you'll just need to go to a chemistry workbench and craft 3 antibiotics, 3 disease cures, and 3 healing salves. Then you'll need to go out into the world and take damage, and then use 3 diluted stim packs, 3 normal stim packs, 3 super stim packs, and 3 stim pack diffusers to heal the damage that you take. I only say that you need to take damage because you can't use stim packs if you're at full health. So the best way to do this is to find a group of enemies and then let them attack you while you use all of the required stim packs, and then you will complete the medic challenge. But now it's time for the exams. To take your exams, you'll need to go back to the Pioneer Scout camp and then look for the Scout leader. And in the building beside him, you'll find a terminal with all of the exams on it. But you will only have to take the Archer, Athlete, and Medic exams. Now these exams will only have 5 questions, but those 5 questions will be pulled out of a list of 20 possible questions, and each exam will have a different 20 questions. So it would be hard for me to tell you exactly which answers to pick, because the 5 that I have may not be the same 5 that you get, and you need to get all 5 of your questions right. So instead, I'll just show you a list of all 20 questions and the answers for them, then you just need to look at the list and find the question that you have, and then look at the answer for it, and then select the right answer on the terminal. So starting with the Archer exam, these are the 20 possible questions and the answers to those questions. These will be the questions and the answers for the Athlete exam, and these will be the questions and answers for the Medic exam. And as long as you follow those lists of answers, you will complete all 3 exams. And then you can talk to the Scout leader outside of the building to end the Order of the Tadpole quest. And when you do this, you will be given the Scout's backpack. This backpack will increase your carry weight by 60 pounds, but there's a way to double that and make the backpack increase your carry weight by 120 pounds, but it just requires a little bit more grinding. Now to do this, you will need to run into the center of the Pioneer Scout camp location and look for this vending machine, which will be the Possum vending machine. And here you can purchase the high capacity backpack mod. Now the description of this mod says it will only increase your carry weight by 10 pounds, but that's only if the mod is put on a level 10 backpack. But when placed on a level 50 backpack, it will add an extra 60 pounds of carry weight. The only issue is that to get this mod, you need to purchase it using 8 Possum Scout badges, which can be tricky to get because there's only 3 ways to get them. First, you can go back to the Scout leaders at Dolly Sods and the Kitty Cabins to do the Operation Tidy and Stings and Things daily quests every day. Every time that you complete one of these daily quests, you will have a small chance to receive a random badge. This could be a Tadpole badge or a Possum badge, or you may not even get either one of those badges. The next way to get these badges is by doing the Campfire Tales public event. Completing this public event will also have a small chance of giving you a Possum badge as a reward. And finally, you can open up your challenge menu again, and here you'll find new Possum challenges that will be similar to the Tadpole challenges, but they will be much longer. Now, if I covered 8 of these Possum challenges in this video would be very long. So you'll need to read through these Possum challenges and start working on the challenges that you find to be the easiest. But I do plan on making a walkthrough guide for each of these Possum challenges, which you will find on my channel. But you just need to work on these Possum challenges and do your Scout daily quests and the Campfire Tales public event until you have 8 Possum badges. Then you can use them to purchase the high capacity backpack mod, and then apply that mod to the Scout's backpack to have a backpack that will increase your carry weight by 120 pounds. And that's pretty much it. This might take you a while, but it's definitely worth the grind. But I hope this video helps you, and thank you for watching.
Damn. Just said fuck off. Where's the third one at, brother? There are a lot of public events in Fallout 76, and new events will start on your server every 20 minutes, and there are other secret events that happen more frequently, but with so many events available to you, it may be hard figuring out which ones are worth doing. So in this video, I will be showing you the best public events that you'll always want to do in Fallout 76. But before this video starts, if you're a fan of the Fallout games and the Fallout TV show, click the link in the pinned comment of this video to join my Fallout Discord server, where you can find other people to play Fallout 76 with, discuss the Fallout TV show, or just talk about anything related to Fallout. Now first up on the list are headhunts.
These are the newest public event in Fallout 76, and they are started whenever another player on your server hangs up a wanted poster at Highway Town. You can also personally hang up a wanted poster to start a headhunt whenever you want. A headhunt will send you to a location in Burning Springs to fight a very strong boss. Along with that boss are usually a few legendary bodyguards. The reason that you'll want to do these events whenever they happen is because of the amount of rewards that you'll get from them. The main boss will drop a 3-star legendary item. There's always at least 2 legendary bodyguards with the boss that will each drop a 1 to 3-star legendary item. And for completing a headhunt, you'll be given 3 3-star legendary items. But you'll also get other helpful items like medical supplies, ammo, and treasury notes. Now, these were originally intended to be longer events, but people have really strong builds, and they can clear this event out very quickly. So you will end up getting all of that loot for an event that will take less than 5 minutes to complete, and can happen multiple times per hour. But on top of that, the legendary items that drop from headhunts also have a higher chance of dropping with the new legendary mods on them, making this an even better investment for your time. The next event that you won't want to miss are mutated events. These will only happen during a mutated event weekend, which do happen pretty often. Mutated public events will happen at the top of every hour, so 1 PM, then 2 PM, then 3 PM, and so on. These events are upgraded versions of the normal events that are in the game, but mutated public events will have tougher enemies at them that will have mutations, which will add new perks to them. They are very easy to complete, but the reason that you'll want to be doing these is because they give extra rewards, like more experience, more caps, more legendary script, and you will get a mutated party pack for every mutated public event that you complete. Inside of these, you'll find crafting resources, consumables, unique legendary weapons, and sometimes rare plans that can be very valuable. The next event that I highly suggest doing every time that they pop up are the nuke events. Now, these will only happen when someone on your server launches a nuke at a specific area. Those areas include Fissure Site Prime, Monaga Mine, Abandoned Mineshaft No. 2, and Skyline Valley. When a nuke lands at one of these areas, a public event will start which will spawn a world boss. All of these nuke world bosses are worth doing as they will give a ton of resources, unique weapons, legendary gear, and rare plans. But the one that you really cannot skip is the Scorch Beast Queen, which will spawn when someone nukes Fissure Site Prime. The reason that you don't want to miss this event is because the Scorch Beast Queen will drop prime weapon plans. These are modifications for your weapons that will convert the ammo that the weapon uses into ultrasight ammo, which will greatly increase the damage that the weapon can do. The public events for these Nuke World bosses will be Scorched Earth for the Scorch Beast Queen, a Colossal Problem for Earl, Seismic Activity for the Ultrasight Titan, and Neurological Warfare for the Storm.
Access denied. Please insert nuclear keycard in the designated receptacle. Keycard accepted. Launch code required. Launch code required.
Nope.
Incorrect code detected. Revoking access. Keycard required. Keycard accepted. Incorrect code
Is that...
detected. Revoking access.
Let's just say alpha. my... There we go. 89749.
Access granted. Attention. Attention. Launch activated. Launch 2 will seal in.
Yeah.
Launch 2 immediately.
That's dope as fuck. Let's see it.
Launch 2 in 20 seconds. High. Launch 2 sealing in 10 seconds. Launch 2 sealing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch 2 sealing. Initiating
The sound effects are so dope. That's actually dope. Oh.
Reconstruction. Reconstruction complete in 3 hours.
Alright, I guess we go get ready.
Goliaths. The next event on the list are Enclave events. Now before these will even pop up for you, you'll need to complete the main storyline of Fallout 76 and join the Enclave. After you do this, you'll want to open up your map and then expand the event list. And in this list, you'll find new events, but we will be looking for the Enclave events. There are 3 versions of this event, but we only really want to do 2 of them, which will be Bots on Parade and Dropped Connection. The reason that we want to do these events is for the Enclave plasma rifles and the mods for them. These are very strong weapons and mods, and they can be used to make some of the best builds in the game, but they are also very valuable and can be sold to other players for a lot. The Dropped Connection event will have a chance to give you a pre-crafted Enclave plasma rifle, and the Bots on Parade event will have a chance to give you pre-crafted Enclave plasma rifle mods. They are rare, but you will get them from these events, so make sure you're doing them as often as you can. The next 2 events are Eviction Notice and Moonshine Jamboree. Now I'm grouping these 2 events together because you'll want to do these events for basically the same reason. Both of these events will have a lot of enemies at them, so you will get a lot of experience just for getting kills, and there will be a lot of loot. Eviction Notice will have more loot, and there will be more legendary enemies there, so you will get more legendary items from Eviction Notice. And Eviction Notice can give you 1 of 6 unique legendary weapons at the end of it. But on top of the experience and the loot, these 2 events will give you reputation for the Settlers and the Raiders. Moonshine Jamboree will give you Raider reputation, and Eviction Notice will give you Settlers reputation. The reputation grind in Fallout 76 is very, very long, because there are only a handful of daily quests that you can do every day for reputation. But you can gain reputation from these events every time you do them, so doing these events every time that they spawn will speed up the reputation grind. The next event on the list is Encrypted. This event will start when someone on your server uses a recall card to lure in the imposter Sheepsquatch. This will be a very simple event where 3 people will just need to interact with the machines around the boss to enter a damage phase. This event will be very fast and it will give you a lot of experience, some loot, some good plans like the plan for the Fixer, and legendary modules, which you will need a lot of. The next event is the Beasts of Burden event. This event isn't really that special in terms of experience. It's actually pretty basic, but currently this event will drop 2 very strong weapons, one of them being one of the best weapons in the game. Of course, this can change in the future as different changes are made to the game, but there are a total of 5 unique weapons that can drop from this event, but the weapons that you're after are the Elder's Mark and the Holy Fire. The Elder's Mark is dominating the game right now and can pump out some serious damage with the right build. This weapon will come with the Furious, Rapid, and Swift legendary perks, making it basically a free god roll. The Holy Fire is also a very strong weapon, especially if you're using a heavy build, and it will melt enemies very quickly. The Tunnel of Love event is also a good event to do because it drops a very good legendary bow called Burning Love. Bows are doing very well this season, but the grind to get the compound bow will take a while. So doing the Tunnel of Love event to get the Burning Love bow is a good entry point for your bow build. And during the Tunnel of Love event you'll get Nuka points, which you can use to buy Nuka-Cola themed camp plans and weapons. But once you have the weapons that you want from these events, you really don't need to keep doing them unless you want to do it for experience, or to get those weapons to sell at your camp. The next event is a must for new players, and that event is Uranium Fever. The reason that new players will want to do this event when it comes up is because there will be a lot of enemies here, which is good for getting experience to level up, and you will get a ton of crafting resources. Mole Miner enemies, which are the enemies that you'll find at this event, will carry a lot of junk items on them and weapons, including Mole Miner scrap, which can be broken down for black titanium and gears. But you will also get a lot of pretty much everything else that you'll need, including a lot of steel. And you can scrap the weapons that these enemies drop to learn some new weapon mod plans. And the final event on this list is Radiation Rumble. The reason that this event is on the list is because it is a very high source of experience, because the event is just an 8-minute long session of killing enemies, which will get you a lot of experience and level up your scoreboard. Of course you'll get loot and legendary items, but experience is what you're really after for this event. And those are a bunch of public events that you don't want to miss in Fallout 76. But I would love to know what your favorite public events are in the comments below. I hope this video helps you, and thank you for watching.
I'm not really a cupcake, but I am super baked, thanks to Mood Can.
Mood is third-party tested, so you know it's safe.
And it ships legally and discreetly to your door, so you can say hi to your neighbors without any shame.
Oh, hi, Callie.
Hi, Barb! Everyone here hates your guts so much. I love Mood Can because their real flour helps me deal with fake people.
I love what you've done with your garden. It's so wild. Hey, can you hear me? Yeah.
Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We are back over here with our brand new full motion demonstration for our upcoming character. This is the next 2 weeks of Nikkei right here. Pretty much, we have the motion demonstration and skill introduction for EH. Today we're going to go through it, new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out fun. Let's jump into it. Let's have some fun with it. Here we go. So SMG Heaven Ward is the weapon we have. She's an attacker who collects scrap when certain conditions are met, boosting her attacking capabilities. When her burst skill is used, she switches her weapon and inflicts massive damage to her enemies. The HD version over there, we're going to check out the actual motion demonstration and see if she's crazy or mid. Well, first animation wise, that is. And then we'll check out the kit, see what she has. It just has a window right there for you. Honestly speaking, I know a lot of people are like, oh, definitely not going to have any assets. Well, you got something, boys. You got something. Over here, though, again, super cool character. You waited 3+ years for this character to finally drop. She's been there forever, and we finally now get to see her. So, big W for those that have played the long game here. She may have gone through a pretty much got an updated design that is. But you got her now, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But we got her particle effects over here. Looks kind of cool. Got like the green everything there. A red aura going through. Looks kind of cool. I just realized the first
3,000 motherfuckers to step it up.
Good. Kind of it fits her. Like cool. It looks sick. She approaches and then
damn.
Yeah.
I fucking suck.
Cool. For the character, I think that it fits it. I wasn't expecting anything insane, right? For the character and the you know, sick, insane, intense character she is, I think it fits. Like, yeah. What if you go listen, man? Give us a sketch of what you think the first animation was. I just gave you that sketch, pretty much. That's what I would have thought it would have been, or like something else. I don't know. Pretty much a similar thing. So not shocked in the slightest, but looks cool. I think that it's a great standard character. It's a character who you potentially grown attached to. Now released after 3 years. That's what this is, all right? This is cool. This is cool. All right. Let's get into the kits now and see what they cooked up over here. It should crop perfectly, but if not, I'll just zoom out one time. But over here, type attacker, submachine gun. She is burst 3, which I don't think anybody's shocked by. We saw the kit yesterday, or like earlier, or 2 days ago when patch just came through. We saw the early kit. We're like, that's a P3. She is wind, so you know, whoever is working at Shift Up HQ, like making these kits, check on them, bro. Because like enough, we definitely need to like separate a little bit more and get some of the other elements to get buffed. But wind is what we get now. Ammo capacity is 121, 10.2, 12, and then 250. Remember, it's an SMG, so everything that applies here is based on an SMG stats. Activating when, or so first one skill, homemade magazine. Activates when obtaining 10 scraps while having fewer than 4 homemade magazines crafted. Effect self. The function is it crafts magazines out of scraps and gains a buff. Removes, or effect 1, removes scraps. Effect 2, crafts 1 homemade magazine up to 4. This effect is continuous. Effect 3, attack up 7.5% continuously times the number of homemade magazines. Okay, so just by this one skill, she can get 4 times 7.5, 30% attack. Right?
God
She
damn.
gains automatically 40% attack. Sorry, 30% attack. As the first thing. Okay? As she gains a stack, it's 7.5 continuously. Times the numbers, so that goes up to 4. 30% continuously. Okay? There you go. Okay, now affects self function, gains a buff when obtaining scraps. Activates at the start of battle, scraps up 10 continuously, up to a maximum of 10. Effect 2 activates when an ally or self destroys a destructible projectile, 1 scrap up continuously up to a maximum of 10. Effect 3 activates when an ally or self destroys an enemy's part, scraps up by 5 continuously up to a maximum of 10. 4 activates when an enemy is neutralized, that scraps 2 continuously up to a maximum of 10. The effect 5 activates when obtaining the scraps. So when obtaining the scraps, you're getting 16.36% elemental advantage attack damage. So you're getting 30% attack buff, 16.36% elemental attack buff. Okay, that's it. Boom. Straightforward. I think there's like no need to explain anything I just read to you. That is mad straightforward. Over here, effect self changes the weapon in use. Charge time 0.4 seconds. So the damage is 61% of final attack. Full charge damage is 250% of damage. Max ammo capacity is 1 times the number of homemade magazines, duration 10 seconds. So you're getting 4 shots of this charged grenade shot. The full charge damage is 250% of damage. So 250% times, I believe, 61%. And you're getting 4 times of that. So 4 bullets of 250 times 61. Boom. 4 shots of that, okay? That is for 10 seconds. So you have 10 seconds to pretty much get all the shots off. Now, removal condition. When the duration ends or all rounds have been fired, the additional effect is 430% of attack for 10 seconds. Yeah, 430% for 10 seconds. So, pretty much TLDR, there is a lot this character kind of has going for her. The only thing is, so it's in wind, so we'll see how that sort of goes. If the enemy, so in some case, you have some of this always active, but if you're not going against someone that has parts easily accessible and destroyable, that kind of loses out on like her core part of her kit. This also, you lose out on your core part of your kit, so it's not a projectile, which gets some don't, some do. It depends on how quick you can get the uptime on this. So she's conditional on some bosses. Now, in campaign stages, like the one that's consistent, but an enemy is neutralized, how long, how quick, that's the entire question. But you got to build this quickly to get this, and then continuously get that, to get this, and continuously get that to proc this perfectly. So, bit of a, so she looks strong. 430% is pretty sexy, right? Now, 250 times 61, whatever it is, 10 seconds, pretty sexy. Times 4 shots of that. Continuously 7.5. So we'll have to see tomorrow how this turns out. The simplest thing is, she sounds alright, yeah. The numbers and everything are pretty good. It's just depends on if you need this. It's a solo raid character. We'll see. I don't think it sounds like on paper SPS level, right, or stuff like that in that area. But it could be powerful. We should test tomorrow. Simplest thing is also, it's in a time right now where if you want to get something, we're saying
there we go.
There's two thoughts, right? It's a standard banner. Do you want to summon? Up to you. Second thought is, do you need to summon because you need to build pity for Annie? Remember, you don't want to like pull on Annie. Annie's always horrific, and you always get shafted because of the 1%. So you build pity throughout other banners before Annie to pull on Annie with pity. If you haven't done that yet, and usually the collaboration is where you do it. Last year, people were like complaining about Eva, but they still pulled because Asuka and whatever it was. It's kind of nutty. Here, some players were hardened in the fact that they didn't want to pull. So, at some point, you got to build pity. I don't know when you've done that or if you would plan to do that, but we don't know what's next. Right now, we speculate standard galore. Until the announcement comes through, that's what we think, and that's what should happen. But could be like a collab rerun in the middle, like a rerun, but nothing new. Could be something else, who knows. So, do what you will with that information, but she sounds cool on paper. Whether or not she translates for in-game, we'll find out.
Yeah, we got
She's also SMG, so there's a lot of like, issue there. But she sounds cool. Yeah. She looks sick. Sounds cool. We'll see tomorrow. There is potential, though. You have a lot of up on attack and everything, but conditional buffs, and then yeah, we'll see tomorrow. This is a hard we'll see tomorrow. All right? Take care, have fun. What do you think? Let me know.
Do you want the action point regen? Did not get it, of course. Get that? Nope.
Hello everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today, I want to bring to you what I think are the best guns in 2026. I wanted to include as many weapons as I could on this list so you guys have a nice variety. Let's get into it here. Okay, so wanted to start with the Gatling gun. Is it the most overpowered weapon in the game? Definitely not. But for a beginner and overall convenience, this weapon is absolutely awesome. It really is. It's just so convenient to use. It literally, like I said, or like I've said before, it prints its own ammo. You can see here I killed these 3 enemies with maybe 10 shots, like 76, 43. I'm picking up 39 ammo, 59 ammo. You will not run out of ammo with this weapon. Is one of the best things about it. Now, if you want to get the plan for this weapon, you can go to the White Springs Mall. This will be a place where you will come to a lot to get the plans for weapons in this video. And starting here with the Gatling gun, you can get from the Brotherhood vendor here. And it is a little bit closer to 3,000 caps, depending, how high your charisma is or whatnot. That will affect the price of it. So I would get it when you can if you're a beginner. I always recommend this gun to beginners. It definitely gets the job done. Like I said, is it the most powerful weapon in the game? Definitely not. But just the consistency and the overall convenience of the Gatling gun, I had to have it on this list. I absolutely love the Gatling gun. And this is the one that I am using in case you want to, use what I'm using or just get similar results that I'm getting in the video. And I do have vampires on. I would maybe change that to two-shot or furious, just throwing that out there. Next on the list here, we do have the Dom Pedro. Now this weapon, I have said before, I was a little bit on the fence, but since the new mods have come out, this weapon is awesome. It literally replaced my bolt-action rifle that I was using, the hunting rifle. This thing just seems to one-shot most enemies, and it's really fun with the new sights in it. It's just a great sniper. Like I said, I had to replace my bolt action with it because it just seems to get the job done a little bit more.
If I could learn
There
the
is the
unyielding.
penetration of it as well too. You can see
That
you
would
can
be
easily
awesome.
take out a couple enemies there if you do line them up. And just the fun factor
Alright,
of this
chat.
weapon now is through the roof.
I gotta go to the
I did
bathroom.
make a video about this weapon.
I will
I will
see
link in
y'all
the description. It does go into a
later.
little bit more detail about it.